How's it going, everybody? Yo, I am definitely not late or nothing, you know what I mean, dude? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me looking a little disheveled. Oh, don't you worry. It's been late nights, man. I am struggling out here, but you know what? I wouldn't miss this for the world. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope y'all having a good one. I can barely see you guys, man. I am actually just waking up. My contacts are still feeling a little blurry, so I can almost bear to see the chat. Where's Saya last week? At least what is it, the Saturday, I think it was. I think it was out in date. I wonder if it's same situation. He was doing something. I think it was like a holiday of sorts. I don't think today is a holiday, is it? Is it? I have no idea. I actually have no clue. There's a good chance, maybe, but WoW weekly, rev up your adventure or tuber boost. Oh, is that going to be the catch-up thing? Oh yeah, that's coming out soon, dude. The catch-up is going to be massive. That item level gain, the conquest you're gonna have to, well, not conquest. PvPers actually won't have to do anything, right? Your item level just goes up just for everybody. I wonder how that's going to affect PvP. I think some classes are just gonna get a spike because some classes scale really good with gear, others not so much. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I have no idea where Sai is at, but we'll get the group together anyway. Rick, my guy, hey, what's up, my man? Let's see what he's all about. Oh, what the hell? EU, hello, what's happening? Oh, by the way, chat, I don't know if you were here earlier in the week, but But I got some news. I now have a proper level 80 rogue. He is not fully geared, but I actually have a real rogue now. So if you guys want to do something on EU sometime, I'll be down. The MS lag is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Outlaw has always been pretty bad at that, but it's very playable. A lot more playable than like because I played on a EU BFA. I played in a EU Legion. Lag was bad, dude. Played subtlety on Dal the Chunky was, I'm gonna not lie, Dark Shore PvP is like dude, lag was horrendous. I just remember that, but it's actually kind of feeling okay. It'll feel pretty bad in PvP though. I will say that. Maybe something to get used to, but who knows, honestly. But I got a level 80 rogue. I'll probably actually do stuff on this character. So Jake, if you ever want to just carry me through dungeons or run me through a raid to get me caught up or whatever, especially with Super Blues being out, I would appreciate it. I'll let you know when I'm doing some EU stuff though. I might actually have a stream or two planned. Because I have a friend that plays, and we might do a co-stream together or something, because that'll be fun. I felt like it'll be a good idea for me to branch out and do other stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. A chill and play Sin, MS Drift. Yeah, maybe. I might just do that. You know what? That may actually be the play. I like Outlaw, but playing some Assassination and having like a proper rogue for Assass specifically could be really fun. You are actually correct. Let's get the groups up and running. You guys got what, at least one with with Plush, and we'll get what, second one with my boy Johnny. I'm just trying to get my musical setup here. All that's gonna be allowed to, ain't it? Let's lower that. Because I know I mess this up every time, dude. Every time I get this thing going. Alrighty, boys. Bring me the duels. Bring me the boys. Bring me the champions entering the duel arena. We also got buffs this week with class stuff. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's going to be good. Not the craziest of buffs, but like 6% gain for Paladins. I mean, 80% damage gain on Blade of Justice. Like, what? On Holy Death Knights get screwed, except for the army playstyle. Army's got a little better. Let me pop that in here as well. Might I do the quest through Frostfire again? Wait, what? Might I do the quest through Frostfire? Have you seen the Nars Axe cosmetic OMG I need? No, I have not. I'm just waking up, so any new cosmetics that are out, I have not seen. Let me see what I missed out on. There's the Banshee set coming out in level 17. I mean, I took a look at that before. That set looks actually sick. The Banshee stuff and Banshee's horse looks amazing. There's like a bunch of weapons here too. Wait, there's actually cool weapons. Is that like a back piece? Like a cauldron? Yo, that's sick. Oh, Quiver of Roses too. Yeah, there's bow or glaive. I can't even tell. Bow. There was a glaive though. There was a war glaive as well. One-handed maces. Oh, these look sick. These actually look so sick. Wait, Sylvanas making a return then, yeah? Dude, Sylvanas is going to be making a return 100%. I feel like that's what this all like in anticipation of. I mean, there's very Sylvanas-esque everything here. Look at this, dude. That's very Sylvanas-esque. That's sick as hell, though. I mean, I have a whole screenshot thing that I did. Or not a... I guess there's a set of screenshots from Wowhead. But, like, it makes me want to get the whole set, dude. It looks so good. If you can find it here. Yeah, I just had to post like one of those over on Twitter real quickly. Just put something together. I put together like the Warfront Horde weapons from BFA. It looks sick. Altogether, it looks really, really good. Deathwing Maze, Nars Axe, there's little staffs of his bow. Hold on. Why did I miss that on? Hold on. Wait, WoW has a PAX panel? Okay. Work towards the Zilgaroba system shrink, whatever. Class buffs for Diablo 4, cool. Testing the durable information securing container spell coming. Okay, so that's something else then. I need to see where you found the other stuff. Okay, nothing on packs. Okay, let's get the groups ready. Let's get the games going. Johnny, as well as Plus, do you guys need help with the groups or whatever? Need the two-handed wingmates? Dude, what are these maces you guys are talking about? I feel like I missed out. So, was that it? Time loss cosmetics from past coming to time walking. That's sick. That is sick. That is art. That is official art, isn't it? That's cool. Do you know how to get it? Cataclysm? Wait. There's no staff. Oh, that's so cool. I was like, what is this? Is this something I know? Hey. Oh, Legacy of Garrett? Oh, this guy? The guy that got like buried and stuff all. I mean, the frostful sigil on the side looks great. It's a one-hitter, right? Sylvanas' bow. Yo, sick. Temple. Oh, I see this on the BFA vendor. Okay, so it's just gonna be an item you can easily buy. The Banshee's bow, however, that's the OG classic, I guess. Yeah, at least Legion. At least Legion. That's cool. I have her bow. I picked it up in Shadowlands. It's all good. I got it as a legendary drop. No biggie. That's cool though. Hell yeah. That's actually my need. Yeah. No, I don't think you'll need to quest through Frostfire or anything. It looks like you'll just be able to pick it up from a vendor. Like this, this crown, which to me doesn't have much significance, but you'll just be able to pick it up from oh, it's part of the trident. Oh. Oh yeah. Those weapons were used like in part of the fight or something, wasn't it? Oh, there were rewards too, but they're also like used by the boss, I think. It's been a while, man. I don't remember progging through that one all that often. All right, Leo, invite me again. Invite me again, so we can get these groups up and running real quickly. What else do we need? How many more bodies do we need, man? Drop 3 for 1 fight. Deathwing Mace, Nar's Axe, Noodle Staff, and Swan's Bow. I dropped 3 for 1 fight. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, so those sound like they're just gonna be on the vendor. I don't think you'll need to actually do anything special for them. Just some time walking. Yeah, I see what you mean now with the two-handed mace. That looks sick. I like that. I think it's kind of cool that they added stuff like that. All right, cool. I am lead. We need bodies. Who else do we invite, man? Who else do we get in here? Anto, I used to join us all the time. Blago, I think, is already in the group, right? I'm pretty sure. Cajun, Kalari, Jay's already in the group, most likely, right? I'm assuming. Leon. Who's Leon? I don't even know. Hello, Leon. Leon, would you be interested in 5v5 1v1 duels? Naz, I think I used to join. Locke, he's in a dungeon right now. Paz, not Paz, I think it was somebody else that was trending right before. Blush, you're already making a group, you're already good, you're chilling. Cajun will be joining later, just doing a key. Oh, nice. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so Cajun is down, he's just in a queue right now. Roween? Does Roween join these ever? I don't remember. I gotta ask. Hey, Roween, wanna join 5v5 duels? See if they'd be down for it. Silver Crow, I don't remember. Oh, PvE. I literally have a marked here. Okay, cool. Shy? Is Shy? Oh, Esmond C. Let's see, wanna join? Hey, Esmond C. Wanna join 5v5 duels? Getting groups together right now. That's why you were asking, like, hey, where's the boy? Oh, Eloise. Hey, is Eloise in already? Fear Talks. Yeah, get in here. Is that Fire Talks? Is that Talks the Rogue? Is that the boy? Is that the boy? Is that the man? Oh, wait, right? Why was he getting tagged? Oh, what? Who tagged everybody? Huh? What? Okay. AJ just being AJ, apparently. Alright, cool. Oh, have you guys seen the kitty cat? The new kitty that's coming out for a BFA time walking vendor? It has its own animation. where it like pops up and it like has a moon animation around, like almost like a moonfire summon. It's kind of cool looking. Hey Adam, wanna join 5V5 Duels? Well, I'll join Whiteman. Amori, didn't Amori join it before? I think so, right? Hey Amori. I think Amori joined it before. I have no idea. Horde Slayer, does Bilbo want to join? Now I lost it. Where was he? Horde Slayer. I was zero gear at all. Okay, no worries. No worries, brother. Does Dragon join these? Hey Dragon. Wanna join Duels? Actually, Dragon might be interested. He joined these before, didn't he? All good, my guy. All good. No worries. Alrighty, who else do we invite me? We just need one more body. Is Rick? Does Rick want to join? Hold on. I think I have Rick added, right? Oh no, Rick ain't online, it looks like. Otherwise, maybe it would have worked. So we could wait until Dirks is in. Oh, Hordesley is down. He said, yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna toss him an invite. We're in. All right, boys, we got a group. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna queue us real quick. Leo is in, baby. Let's go. Okay, we gaming. We are gaming. Alrighty, invite, spectator, match, Plush and Johnny Boy 5 in the grand one. Hopefully I got the eyes and the ands. I think it's 2 ands and 2 eyes in Johnny Boy. Yeah, baby. I am using my brain. Oh my God, can you believe it, dude? With just one simple trick, you can remember a name. I'm gonna stop, dude. I need to stop. I'm gonna stop. I felt like I sounded like a douchebag saying that. Not just like a normal douchebag, but straight up like a... like if you live up north, got a douchebag. You know what I mean? Like the emphasis on everything. You know what? That song is fine. I like it. We can start with this one. Hell yeah. Alrighty, boys. We're ready for the night. Let's have some duels, yeah. Let's have some fun tonight, man. Test out some of these class buzz, boys. Let's go. Alrighty. Which. We got ourselves a whole team stacked up. Eloise over on the team one, ready to go. Changing up Mog a little bit. I like the whole Shadow Flame look and the whole Dragonflight look for the armors. I always feel like there's not a lot of, besides that one last set for rogues or demon hunters with this fire skull mask, I don't think that many players use the demon hunter sets from Dragonflight. Although even the Vault of the Incarnate set was sick. Big damage out onto Envy, and he's having to turn it around versus Plush, but an evasion stops a lot of that headway room. Is gonna go for a quick heal. While the fear is down into Plush, just trying to live for a second. He knows he can survive quite a bit of damage from the rogue and chop it through him real quickly. Every one of those raging blows actually does a ton of damage. Disarm for disarm. Envy does end up stopping a lot of those go. It is a sub rogue, so as long as he does not wait until the cooldowns are up, he should be good to go. That is a blind, a bit of a reset for the rogue. I don't know if he got a leap around the corner, but he does have himself the full recovery. So at the very least, you're back up to full health, and you might be able to survive yet another go. That is scary at the very beginning. If you don't get to stop the rogues go with all the cooldowns rolling in, with that trinket or at least something, anything survivability, it definitely will be a little tough. How cool the wedges lie? What's up, Jamal? Jamal, how you doing, Mayan? You having a good one? Hey, man. Dude, watching these live and catching these live, it definitely, I've been told, is an experience. It is just super, super fun. So I'm glad you enjoyed this. I definitely, like, expect for the long duels when you have a rogue living out and, like, making a duel, like, stretch for 20 minutes. Because then I try to cut a lot of that downtime out as best as I can when I need to. But, yeah, definitely is part of the fun, man. Oh, wait a second. I think it's over. Catch him with the fear. Genovese needs a heal. He does have a rupture on him, so I don't think he'll be able to recover much. He is recovering a little bit of health just with passive regens. But yeah, unless you stop the rogue, oh, it does get just enough damage to take him low. Got him so low, literally sitting at 1% for so long. Fire Talk is going to be up next. Gouge, trick inside of it, key to shut to follow, plus trying to see if he can punish the guy, but is looking for a really just an outski at that point. He is looking for an escape in that situation before the dots are in. Fire Talks does at least get a portal onto Plush, so he's not going to be able to sit in stealth, sit and cover for much longer. It is that connect, the Cataclysm. Looks like maybe it was a little toe high up, wasn't it? Appreciate the content, Dal. What's up, Void? How you doing, my man? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate your voice popping in. Sap by the rogue. The succubus is in play. It's going to AoE down the succubus, actually, to at least get it out in the open. Gouge, so you won't be able to use succubus CC unless you follow up. Vanish just to break this line of sight with succubus. Still trying to go for the succubus CC. It looks like cheap shot right after. Does catch the CC. Trick it off a push. Fear to follow. It is going to be cut short, however. As Fire Talks may need to make some kind of a play here. That's of an Infernal he can just drop onto the dome of Plush. It is going to be dropping it, but without the stun. But it's still going to add a little bit of damage as long as the Infernal sticks around. Gouge to follow. Look at the full-on reset. Hold on a moment. Hold on a second. Does still stay in. Cheap shot to follow. It's going to be full lockdown. Fire can't really stop it. Succubus last second. Shadow Fury to follow. You do have him in lockdown, but you got to make some kind of play. Board cancel bolt. One bolt could really change up a lot here into a blind right after a bolt out of the portal. Does end up making a bit of a play with that health, eating away quite a decent bit of it. Gouge to follow with another demon summoned in. The cancel bolt, the barreling down the rogue. Evasion and cloak are both in. Kidney to follow. This is the opportunity to end it. Unless the succubus has some sort of a stop, it does catch you with a one more bolt. One more is needed. Just a little bit more damage. Portal with a fear might be enough to get him low enough. Fear to follow does take the gateway. Plus does not have the mobility. Does have the advantage to escape. Looking to end this right now. Needs just one more big eviscerate. And I think he takes it. There it is. As the Pit Lord comes out. The guy is still alive and kicking. Fury Warrior down. Demonology, that's the Warlock. Also down. Leo on the other hand. Might not go down nearly as quickly. Sticking to the Frost guns, man. I'm surprised I haven't done anything for Frost in PvP so far. That's gonna be out. As long as you're stuck next to him, that's over. You're just gonna die. You're literally just dead to the cold weather. One grip and you're done. Or not even a grip. Just a couple of howling blasts. Just a couple of chilly winds. Just a chilly wind on his neck and he's done. It's over with Ralkfist? I'm gonna mess up you guys' name. I don't know why. Wait, you got the DK weapon? Oh yeah. For some reason I looked at the weapon, I was like, that's the unholy trading post weapon. Or like Pandaria weapon. If you played in Mop Remix, they had like a variation of those class sets. You know, those like shoulder, belt, helm pieces that are not really a full set, but like pieces of a set. That's basically what that was. It's just like a random assortment of swords with Death Knight theme to it. That was the unholy one. I do like the whole idea of like Paladin wearing a full Death Knight garb. Or like, I don't really see that the other way around as much. But I do like almost like a Deathly Paladin kind of a look. You know what I mean? I do like it. Leo with a blind does go for a bubble immediately for Ralphist. That is a very aggressive bubble. I mean, he still has the trick and he still has everything, but maybe he just wants to go for full immunity. Now he has nothing to keep himself alive. Leo also does not have much health to work with, but he can at least keep him nearby. Silences back to back. Not let him go anywhere. Just letting the Frost take it. Oh my. Having to play the cheesy yo-yo strats with the man. Just yoinking him back, yanking his chain. No. And now he's just stuck with no health at all. Jay's at least trying to give him a proper honor duel. I don't know if maybe you missed a great builder. No way. Look at that thing. Oh, it looks beautiful. We're so close on our proc too, man. We're so close. Oh my god, it looks great. Yeah, we're so close on our proc. Maybe Fuzzo can like give you a heal or two. Yeah, like if Fuzzer wants to give you a heal or two, it looks like Jay just kind of letting you get a full reset. If you could just like flash heal spam him or something, that would work too. Or if he's not there. Yeah, if only Jayhawk had that one polymorph for the other guy heal, then he could just literally walk up and let Leo heal. That looks amazing though, man. That looks great. There we go. There we go. We're looking for a proper recovery. This kind of healing, only when the other team wants him to have a proper honor duel and let him recover, that is allowed then. Haven't Fuzzo spent so much mana, dude. Look at that. It does take a lot of mana just to get somebody up and running as a hybrid class. This is Paladin's healing, by the way. Red Paladin healing. And this is it without using that insta-cast version of the flash heal. Not even a word of glows or anything, just spamming it. Just takes a second. And that's up for Leo. Does go for a sound on Jay. He's going to be tricky, trying to go for a bit of a knock. And land inside on top of it. So for Leo, he can't really do much right now. He is staying around near the ultra time image. So he knows that Jay's going to be back over there. Instantly hits him with the stun. That is going to be immediate blink out of Jay. Is going to be go for yet another good breath. The army of the riders is in place. So as long as they get on top of Jay, they'll actually do not insignificant amount of damage. Though no cover for Leo right now. Does drop down a dome. Gripping Jay back in. Looking for a kick. Does not connect though. Still doing quite a decent bit of damage. Jay's actually kind of hurting. That's a touch of magic onto Leo. Does have another grippy available. Jay just barreling down missiles on him back to back. Leo takes a lot of damage there. Does go for a death pact after taking a touch of the magic. Jay breaks out of the block just to see if he can finish the job. No healing available for Leo. Trying to go for a canister with a barrage. Gets him super low, but not quite out of the play. He still has a silence. So if Jay goes for like an aggressive blink or something, he could silence him. Ring of Frost, try to see if he can stop Leo around the corner. That is most likely going to be almost immediate. Silence your breath. He does have another go. Silence, full burst. Hold on. Jay's stuck in place. He can't go nowhere. Does go for reversal. Grip again. Oh, and Leo crushes it. Oh, no. Wasaba charging right in. Not going to give Leo a chance to recover this time around. He's been running amok for a little bit too long. Somebody's going to take him out. And the Holy Warrior Saba right here, dude. He's ready to go. Look at him. I want to see his full mog, by the way. I think the helm might actually match the rest of the set. Might actually look really good. Epic comeback for DK sportsmanship. Dude, the sportsmanship in these duels have been amazing, dude. I love seeing it. Technically, there's no like rule where you have to give the other person a honor duel or anything like that, but it's pretty cool when you do. It's very cool if you do. Stun onto Saba with the silence to follow, but the enhancement has plenty of damage to just take him out, finish him off. With Bilbo charging in as a Beastmaster Hunter, immediately getting in the face of Saba, which is perfect for Saba, able to go for a proper stun, lockdown, full bloodlust, knock up onto Bilbo for a second, and just try to see if he can escape here. Bit of defenses for the Hunter, as he got himself still a lot of damage going, lots of bench charging in, trying to see if he can go for binding shot onto Saba, but he was able to avoid it for the most part, though Intimidation is going to stop him in place. The roots of the pets could be good for Saba to at least break away, try to see if he creates some space, but really just focusing on Bilbo, seeing the Hunter's health low. He definitely wants to get over there as soon as possible. For Bilbo, he got to find a way to create some line of sight, I think, away from Saba, where he can just get a couple of good kill commands to get a lot of pressure rolling in. But while he's behind the pillar, a lot of his damage just kind of softened a little bit. The pets are doing work. There's quite a lot of them, though. Quite a lot of pets. They're doing a decent bit of work. Looks like a lot of them did fade from the Call of the Wild. But with a stun body shot around the corner, I think he might have to go for CC plays here, yeah? Turtle, just trying to see if he can waddle out. Try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. It's max range, but for Saba, if you got in your range, man, this could be massive. The enhanced Shaman can't really be kind and freezing trap, but does take it. Look at that. Literally ready to go. You got hot hands. He just wants to give the Hunter a hug with those real quick. With Fuzo going to be last one left over for the team 2. It looked like, honestly, team 2 was starting off pretty strong. But after that reset by the Death Knight champion on the team with Johnny, I mean, he just popped off there. Tricking out for Fuzo. Saba with a full bloodlust. That is going to be a wall. Dawn lights it down. Fuzo does have plenty of damage ready to go here still. Still got plenty of opportunity to keep pumping. He might need to go for Bubble though. We're getting low, but 5% dampening is going to make it that harder than Hell Bar. Bubble right after Saba to see if an escape. He does have an escape underground. Buries his head underground. Just bury your head, ignore the Paladin for 2 seconds. Stun right after, looking for a knock, but the bubble's still in, couldn't even knock him. That is unfortunate. Trying to go for a bit of a heal. Does Eloise let the Paladin recover? Looks like that's not going to be the play. You do have lay on hands though. You do have lay on hands, so if you just waited long enough on lay on hands, that should be a full reset. As long as you live, try to see if you can reverse damage back to Eloise. Freezing trap. Oh, not freezing trap. Sigil of Fear. With an I-beam, does have a setup. Stun to follow blade dance. Lay on hands, baby. Lay on hands. You need something right now. Lay on hands. Right now. Stun on the hunt. Trinket to follow, but does take it. Oh, I don't know if the lay on hands was used. Or maybe doesn't have the talent for that full lay on hands heal. I'm not really sure. But Leo does pick up 3. Or maybe forbearance is not long. Maybe my brain is just not really connecting the dots here. Either way, let's get us another going. Johnny and Plush, let me know when the boys are both ready. We got a dragon. Yo. Okay. We might have more bodies to get any more, by the way. Let's go, boys. Let me know if you guys are ready. Plush and Johnny. Get another up and running here. Oh, good, my man. Hell yeah. Where are we at in duels? 638. That's kind of crazy. All right, Plush is ready. Johnny is Heidi. Beautiful. What's up, gamers? What's up, Refuse? Hey, my man. Hope you boys are all having a wonderful, beautiful day. I gotta get comfy here. Yeah. Growing the enhancement should they look so badass, dude. Enhancements are a lot of fun. They definitely are the class to play this expansion. Season 1 they were amazing, and season 2 this is looking really good. Like, it's just a really well put together class right now. They've been pretty solid. I'm pretty sure they're even pretty good in Mythic Plus right now. I know they were meta last season, but this season is still pretty good. It's just we have a lot of dungeons where there's a lot of enemies, lots of high target scenarios, and they just need to be able to AoE everything down. Seeing Berserk armor in Diablo, bro, I saw it. It looks awesome. I'm so glad I watched the anime before seeing this, dude. It just, if I didn't watch it, I wouldn't have gotten the references, but watching the entire thing, yeah, it is great. It is fantastic. Big fan. Although, isn't it expensive as hell if you want to buy the whole set of it? I heard it's like $150, which is kind of wild. Tell me you can earn it in game, dude. Tell me you can earn all of it in game. That'd be great. Good Twitch. Got ourselves, is it Sabo? Sabo first up versus Leo. Hey, there it is. A bit of a chance to rematch between these two. As Sabo trinkets pretty early, he's going to go for a bit of a leap. Is it me lagging, or is it you boys kind of spazzing a little bit on my screen? I can't even tell. Silence on the Sabo does burrow on the ground. Having to force the Shaman to use some of his bigger defenses just to see if he can escape. For Leo, there was a huge opportunity for damage. Does still have a totem next to him, pulsating. Not really feeling all that good. That totem by itself can do a ton of damage if you stand next to it. It's kind of like that, what, Hollow Ground for Paladin back in Shadowlands. You know that thing? The big red consecration, if you stand on it, you'll eventually melt. Basically that, although on a much smaller scale. Yeah, I do wonder if they could make that a little more consistent for PvP. I feel like a lot of the times people would just walk away from those things, but maybe the payout needs to be like a lot better or something, or maybe set some kind of like a bonus effect just for PvP or something. I really don't know, like maybe a passive greater, I don't know, AoE range or something. So you can't really like walk away from it nearly as easily. Something like that, you know what I mean? I wonder. Big damage out for Sabo. Got him so juiced up with a couple of blasts to totem. Even also got him some buffs too. Is going to be able to get one more Alien Blast around the corner. Johnny is definitely on a bit of a, I guess you should call him Leo. Just in case somebody's confused. Popping in, who's Johnny? I see this Leo guy running around. You know what I mean? Same guy, honestly. The same guy there. My baby Ashton Holla. Exactly. That thing was nuts. That thing started off strong too. Like Paladins, Holy Paladin with that thing in Mythic Plus in particular got, I mean, raids. Literally, that's all they played. Alien Blast from a distance. Leo has nowhere to go right now. Does get a stun onto Sabo with a full lockdown. Silence Sabo. We're just gonna try to see if he can weather the storm with a wall, but he might not be able to. Mad first. And Leo does grip him right in. There's nothing he can do in that situation. Absolute snowstorm on that guy. That is so rough. The amount of overwhelming damage that a Frost Death thing can do. All you have to do is just be able to run away from it. That's all you can do. But when you got you locked down, chained down, grips available, silence, there's no real way to escape. It is so rough. But Leo is taking lots of hits out of Warlockversus. Does he have himself? He does have a death back for a second. So at least he's got himself a little bit of health to offset some of the damage. Frostdk burst underrated. I feel like Frostdk, technically, the damage is a ton. But it's just the fact that you slowed down to smithereens. I can't literally walk. You literally get kneecapped and you can barely, you would like shuffle around forward while the burst is out. It's just kind of like, it's definitely doesn't help the fact that it's a very immobile class. to begin with. So you're just making him even more mobile, but giving him so much power behind this ability, dude. So much power behind this damage. Grip and Ralph said, try to see if you can get a bubble out of him. If he's not careful, layer in hands does get used. Might just have to go for a bubble. He's burning through a second layer of health bar. Hold on, mate. Does he not have the bubble for Baron's thing? You definitely have to have that against that ability. It burned through 2 health bars with that Paladin in like a single few globals. It is wild. Why does he drag players to others? Really possible to do this? Plus taking about... Plus lost his clothes. Plus losing his clothes here. With Fuzu going to be up next, locking him down for a second, tricking to follow. Let's say drag him to other players. I mean, if you technically the other players are not attacking you, so you can drag him to the room if you wanted to. I think he just wanted to fight you in the spot where there's not a lot of line of sight. So like if you drag him into the room, it's harder for you to reach your pillar. Technically, it is allowed because the entire arena is usable. Even the starting room, technically, there's not a lot of people who end up using it. Like as long as the other team doesn't jump you and start attacking you while he's bursting you, I'm more or less cool with that. But yeah. Пожалуйста, так не делать. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to fight in the starting room. Okay. Sabo does not really like the whole fighting in the starting room thing. Okay. I guess let's try not to do that if we can. For Johnny, I think he's just trying to pull you away from any like pillars or any line of sight. Я думаю, Johnny тебя хотел гриб. Как его пиллар по-русскому? Я не знаю, как пиллас. Но у тебя хотел тянуть от pillars или walls. As he cannot do this, what's the point of duel if he has like his shield? I don't think he's using his allies as a shield. Like if he grips you in and you fight him and you end up cleaving the allies, I'm cool with that. Right? I'm okay with that. If you're looking to kill the DK, drop a totem on top of him. If he runs into the room, you're welcome to cleave. They're gonna know you're not trying to kill them. They're just chilling. But I guess we could try not doing that. Yeah, we're gonna attempt to. Sure. But while we're trying to figure all that out, Fuzu does end up checking out Plush. Plush, what was you running around absolutely buck naked there? I mean, it is a choice of a Mog. It is a Mog. It is a valid choice. It is a valid choice. Look at most of my characters. I'm not that far from it. Big touch of the Badger. Oh, to Fuzo. Trying to see if he can back up out of that. Actually, lots of damage. Hold on. The touch of the Badger. If you continue the burst, could be massive. Big blast. Does go for Leo in hands. Fuzo still has the touch. They went out a lot of damage. Oh my god. He burned through 2 health bars so fast. Holy Jay. You have so much potential damage. He just needs to be able to like execute like bursts as what is it, the arcade mage. Oh, no more block though. Gonna block early? No, just spend a global trying to get aggressive. I think he just saw Fuzo super low on health. He was like, I gotta handle it. I gotta take care of it. Eloise just said, I'm doing this a little bit of shuffle, a little bit of swaddle to get away from Searing Glare. And Fuzo still got lots of damage, potentially. One Wake of Ashes could give him a lot of that pressure. But he does not have any immunities anymore. Mid damage one DK in his party. Oh, is it actually like cleaving or splitting? That is unfortunate. Okay, I see what you mean now. Yeah, if your damage actually splits to everybody instead of the Death Knight, that I can see why you'd be not cool with this. Eloise! Oh, the Fuzo though taking him out with a quick slammer. All right, Fuzo does pick up 3. I know we were trying to figure out the semantics of what is happening with the duel between Leah and Saba, but yeah, if their damage does actually like fade away, it just ends up getting cleaved to others, but like you lose damage on a Death Knight. I can understand that. Yeah, I can actually understand that then. Let's get another one going though. Hopefully with a map without any kind of starting rooms or anything. You know what I mean? Ready? Johnny is ready to go. We'll get another one going. Plus, let me know when you're ready. And we'll get another one going. Or if you guys need more bodies, also let me know. I can help out. 39. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I really think he was just trying to pull you away from a pillar. I don't think he was trying to like lower your damage. But okay, we can try. You know, we can try being a little more conscious of those kinds of things. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Yeah, because I can't fight outside of CDs. What does that have to do with anything? I think it was just again. I really don't think Johnny was trying to like put you in an unwinnable spot. Sorry. On the key. We are full right now, but if we get a spot, I will let you know. Alrighty, let's go again. Yeah, I really don't think he was trying to like, I don't think he was trying to cut your damage by pulling you into the group. I think he was just really just trying to pull you away from a pillar. So then when he bursts you down, he slows you and makes it like, he wants to create distance between you and safety, right? And he's just pulling you the furthest he can away from a pillar. And he probably was like, well, I got the room here, so it's close enough. I got cooldown, so if I could just get him out here. Yoink! Chain, burst. You know what I mean? I don't think he was trying to, like, cut your damage or nothing. Просто кретин. Да, кретин. Ну, это как бы, это Death Knight. Это как Роги. Роги тоже кретины. Yeah. Yeah, I can't fight outside CDs. We just had to, yeah. I seen others run to their team a few times in the duels on this channel, not take away from frustration. Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, I didn't realize there was some kind of portion of the enhancement damage that gets lost from, you know, single target to AoE if he pulls you into the enemy team. But like, if that happens and you do have like cleave damage and you're trying to hold it back, don't have to hold back. You try to kill Leo. The rest of the team should hopefully understand, right? Hopefully. Bilbo, this mount looks so good, dude. The top hat. Oh, I think the bullet as a cigar looks amazing. I love it. Gotta be Rick. Rick is back in, baby. Let's go. With Fuzza gonna be first up. Fuzza popped off last man, but he's taking a lot of damage immediately from Rick with a port right after. Does Fuzza have to burn a Leon hit super early here? He might just have to. He's got so much range onto Rick. But he's got damage though. Rick is actually trying to create even more range. And Fuzza may be looking for a big defensive. There it goes. Lay on hands, and Rick might be in a bit of trouble. Also going for a solar lay on hands of his own, porting the Pally away. Does hit him with a quick axe toss, but trying to stay away as best as he can. He's just not in an amazing spot right now. He does have the range, he does have the angle. He has this little glides as a Drakthir Warlock. Just giving himself a float here. Does on the demons and a decent line of sight. The Demon Lord is even getting some good line of sight to keep pressure on Fuzo. And if he keeps him at bay, oh, definitely gonna get a bubble here, right? Definitely gonna get a bubble here, right? Fuzo trying to avoid it, but that's gonna be a bubble. And Rick goes in for a port. Does still have a port as well. He doesn't have a gate as well as a port. I need to differentiate the two. Otherwise, that's confusing. Does on the port. Fuzo, not a lot of health. Max range, unless he can close the gap. Oh, it does explode. The cursed tube does take down on all those demons. Do work. Who's up next? I think this she'll try to figure out. It is going to be a druid. It is going to be stealthy. It is going to be stealthy. Shiny in as a pharaoh. Wall immediately for Rick. Just trying to live. Just trying to keep himself afloat here. Hand of Gul'dan's dropping in. And Shiny got full incarnation. Rick with a fear. No more trick for Shiny. Barskin does get used. And he's just trying to see if he can make that incarn work. It's going to get ported out though. Axe toss. The axe toss on a board, by the way, that's pretty good. He just literally puts him away, dude. It's almost like a almost like tosses him or something. Almost like feels like a toss. Pitlord joins in. Quite a bit of damage. Shiny trying to see if he can catch up. The port out of Rick does get opportunity to reposition. All the team in such good spots right now, from the Pitlord to the Doom Lord. But Shiny still has way more health than Rick, and he might be able to put just enough pressure on the guy. Axe toss with the Bash trade. Pants are in. Are there going to be enough? Tricking out for Rick. Knocking Shiny back. Shiny needs a heal. Heart of the Wild. Heart of a champion. Trying to see if he can keep himself afloat here. Friends in region. Regrow spam. Axe also lock him down. Might be the end of you. Hold on a second. Wall while bear. Oh, but Rick just dies to the blades. He played the long game. I didn't even realize. But I think it might be over here with plus a rogue sneaking up on you while you have nothing left. But it looks like he does still have at least one more friends in regen. Barskin potentially still available. Short gouge on a plus. As a sub-rogue, I feel like sub-rogues do have a bit of a harder time breaking through the defenses of a druid. Like when you're full bear, full defense for a heal, without a high bit of dampening, I do think sub does not do as well compared to assassination, because I think those bleeds just go through armor, through everything, just a little bit more consistent. But it's still trying to make a play. I mean, a couple of eviscerates. Why stay in a bear form? Trying to see if you catch him in cat form. Does not get a Shadow Melt stun. Gouge to follow, but Blush is out of juice. Blush is completely out of juice unless he goes in for Shadow Blades and other dance, but he's like, doesn't really have anything to follow up there. For Shiny, that's an opportunity to at least catch up a little bit of healing. If you can just catch him. Does get a stun. Trick it out for Blush. He knows it's going to be bad if he just lets the Feral get a proper opener. He needs to send something, and that Trinket does get sent. That is a lot of burst out of the tomb. Well done, well done. Rickmeister, what you talking is? Fire Talks likes Rickmeister. I like that. Hell yeah. Kurutoy. Yeah, you played really well. He was pretty cool about it, wasn't he? Was kind of cool, wasn't he? Fire Talks says Rickmeister kind of cool, huh? Or rather, very cool, not kind of cool. More or less. Trinket instantly for envy. Did they expect like a cheap? Was that cheap shot or was it just like an opener by the rogue? I think it might have been a cheap shot actually. I think it was literally ready to go with a trinket. This up with the vanish out for plus did end up spearing the guy, but I don't think he has a bleed on him. That's a very aggressive trinket. Very. I gotta see it because I'm pretty sure he hit you with a cheap shot. I think he did the animation where it's like a 90 LP animation where they do a spin, knock you in the back of your head with like a, I guess with a fist. I don't know. I'll let you look at it because it looked like it was actually the cheap shot animation played out, but the immediate trinket, I almost feel like you trinketed immediately as soon as the stun even lightly touched you. Get a shot right after, as Envy does at least get himself. I guess he technically has cooldowns, but he's not really. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say technically does have a heal. I was kind of waiting to see if he's going to use him. Shadowblades immediately trades him with a heal, though. So he's actually immediately trading. Evasion up for push, though. It makes it hard for Envy to get any kind of healing. Disarm right after. Maybe has a disarm of his own. Flush with the fear. Envy may need to go for a bit of recovery. Unless he gets some damage of his own. Technically got himself that lightning. So, of course, again, the executes are coming through. Does get quite a bit of damage, though. Bit amount to take every one of his basic abilities for Bloodthirst, as well as Rampages and Rage Blows. All of that is amped up by a decent bit. But bleeding out, they will not get an opportunity to get any healing with second wind. And does get a short heal for Plush. Is it enough? Is it going to be enough right now? Both of them are so low, but Plush does have just barely enough damage. Press Cloak, but I don't think actually Cloak against Mountain Thane would help a little. Like a very, very tiny bit. It would, any of those lightning procs for Mountain Thane, the nature damage, I guess you'd be able to cloak that, but the rest of the hits, not much. Body shot on Plush, your Bilbo knows exactly where you're at. He knows exactly where you are, dude. He's got your number 100's mark right now. Step by plus onto Jay. Okay, dude. I don't think it'll be enough. I don't like seeing rogues step away from somebody or using somebody on their team to step away. I'm not a fan of that, but yeah, not like it really helped the rogue that much. Oh, baby, dude. Let's go. We got us little Jay up next. He's still back to Frost. I was going to say he's still arcade. But he is back up to Frost. Immediate opener kick by Bilbo. Trying to see if he gets some aggression here. Does get a bunch of pets in. The bear joins in. As long as the bear can get some damage. Does go for a silence on a Jay, which is so perfect. Interrupted a lot of his ghost scatter. While the pets are still CC'd, should be able to at least get the pets back in over there. The bear does not get much value, but it's finally back in play. Stun. Goes forces Jay to go for a bit of a blink here really early. Bilbo immediately has a freezing trap ready on one side, though. Might be able to kite Jay around. Jay so far has had to deal with the pets, but he hasn't been able to get a proper setup at all. And Bilbo, just with that much mobility, has got him, as well as the pressure of the pet positionals. He's got him so a perfect spot where Jay can't really do much. He's got a perfect line of sight, so you can go for kill commands. Plenty of damage to follow. Does have a slow on these pets, looking for a freeze, looking for roots. But these pets are still ready to go. They're still amped up. Trying to see if he can separate them for Bilbo for a second. Got a couple of procs from a distance. With a shifted power, Meteor down. Bilbo does survive it. Exile does get used. And Jay finally goes for a proper breath here. Trick is still available for Bilbo. He could trick at this, does not need to. It breaks instead. Jay's got out in the open. Yet to the block for Bilbo, dude. He just got so much pressure. I guess a mage, there just ain't much you can do about it. The bear is also tearing away at the water alley. As soon as the Jayhawk is out of these block, though, try to see if you can set it. I feel like that bear, every time that thing is up, it is a lot of potential damage. Because that bear does a ton of damage for Bilbo. It is a lot of damage. But every time it's in, it just doesn't really do that much. It just gets CC'd or frozen or something. Or hits a wrong target. But Jay, I think, is Outski here. Not a lot he can do. The Hunter got the line of sight. He's got the angles. And he's going to go for a quick camo to try to see if he can get himself a bit of that reset for more health. But Ralph is trying not to give him that opportunity with a stun. Bilbo with a trinket. Turtle right after. Just trying to see if he can buy himself a bit of a breather. Charge Trap does create some space for him. He needs something else to create a bit more space. He got himself the bird flying in, or the wyvern flying in, amping up his damage a little, as well as the pet damage. But with a body shot, unless he can get away from the Paladin, that immunity is just going to stop a lot of his go. Blind on all these pets. Does have a freezing trap. Bilbo will not be able to go for a proper camo, but Exila's coming up in 15 seconds. Does have at least a little bit of that aspect of the cheetah. So maybe could use that to get away. Stun onto Warlockversus, hoping to see if you can get some pressure off of him. Maybe a bubble, possibly. Warlock just trying to see if he can survive. He does go for a kick. Hold on. I don't think he has enough damage to force a bubble. Yeah, he does have force a bubble, but not enough to like fight through it. Wait for a second. You're just trying to see if you can wait dead. Does he live this? One stun could be the end of you. Scatter for a second. Do you have a stun of your own or anything? Freeze trap. Oh, the Paladin does take a big immediate grip out for Leo. Bubble still available. Actually, no. No bubble available for Warlock. I think it's over. Blinds him for a second. Does go for a hand of freedom. Laying hands is in play, and Leo does not have any damage to follow up. Trying to go for a grippy hand. Does get a proper stun onto Warlock with the army of undeads, army of the riders, silence to follow. It is just lights. There ain't much you can do with it. The good thing that Leo still has quite a decent bit of burst. Too bad a lot of the burst is kind of out of the way with the too bad a little bit of the burst is out of the way as soon as the as soon as he basically just had to turn off his pillow of frost. I think that's what I'm trying to say, just to catch up with the Paladin. You know what I mean? And then you just obliterates not hit nearly as hard. Not sure was what happened to my knockback. I'm not sure either, actually. Yeah, it looked like he dropped down a trap. I guess it was a knockback trap, right? But it just didn't go off. I did see a trap go down. I was thinking like freezing. That's why I thought freezing trap for some reason, Bilbo. I'm not sure. I don't think a hand of freedom would stop it, would it? Maybe it bugged out. At that point, I have no idea. I have no clue. It looked like, yeah, you looked like you had something ready for the guy. Leo left with not a lot right now. And Sabo, I think he just trying to make sure the Death Knight does not get to escape. Death and Decay slowing him down. Chain of Ice around the corner. Literally stuck in Ghost if you want to keep up with the guy. But as soon as he gets on top of him, dropping down a totem, big damage, taking it. Bilbo picking up 2. Well done. Plus picking up 2 as well. Let's go. Did a lot of damage for just 2 targets. That is a lot of damage. 62 million is quite a bit. Like normally, like in a 1v5 proper like clean sweep, it's like about 100 mil, but you did 63. That is a lot of damage. It was just all the mage absorbing it, right? Let's get another one going, boys. Let's get in here. Onomas. Get in here, boys. Let me know if you need more bodies. You have LFG to utilize here wherever needed. So I can maybe get a couple of DMs. You know, what time can we try? Yes. Hey. Yeah. Doing some right now. Got groups filled, but as soon as we got spots, I can get you in. Neat. Ready. Let's get another one. We done download sewers. We done Blackrock Hold. Let's do Blackrock Hold. Hi, what's up, bossies? How you doing, fam? Welcome. Let's go to good knockback. Ice trap reset. Yeah, I feel that. I have no idea. I swear I saw you drop the animation of a trap behind you. I assumed freezing trap, but I have no clue. Sometimes you can see those traps and sometimes you can't, depending on which team I'm on. Like technically, when I'm a spectator, right? It technically puts me on team 1 or team 2. If I'm like on the same team as you, and I don't really know what team it's gonna put me on, I can never tell. I can't control it either. But if it puts me on your team, then I can see all your traps, like as being somebody on your team. But I think I was put as a spectator on the opposite team. Still spectator, right? But when that happens, I basically get to see your traps from their perspective. So the only traps I can see is while you in camo. But otherwise, I can just see you dropping a trap. I just don't know what it is until it hits. I can just assume. Like I said, you're rogue, just hit me up, whatever, so we can grab some delve keys and spam 11s. Yeah, I'm down. I'll need a carry. Real big carry. But I'm down. I have like no gear on that thing, but I'm trying to get some. I'm planning to gear that thing a little over the weekend. Just a little bit. Alrighty, boys. Let's get it. To church. Got ourselves a Warlockversus first up versus Shiny. I like it. A bit of that hybrid. Immediate tricking out of Warlockversus. I think he just trying to prevent 80 bleeds out of the Feral Druid. Immediately hits him with a Dawn Light. Immediately hits him with some dot damage. Hold on. Shiny is melting and Warlockversus all he's got to do is just a little bit of the Dawn Light damage. Hold on, dude. Just bleeds versus bleeds. Rock might not go for a bubble. Does go for a bubble. Shiny with immediate defenses. Does a wall in case he needs to. Try to see if he can switch it up a bit. It's still blind to follow. Rock has him in a pretty good spot. If you're going to continue with some pressure, it is going to try to see if we go for a quick steering glare. Does, I think, connect with the blind maybe. Heart of the Wild out for Shiny just to keep himself afloat. That Dawn Line, by the way, hurts. They're buffing that up, as well as Sun's Avatar. And now Blade of Justice, Templars, everything got buffed up. And Ralph just takes him with a single Wake of Ashes sweep. Holy! Not only that, but then there's also another proc or a capstone where you build up damage, build it, and then it pops off. That might have proc there too. I'm not even sure. But the Paladins, man, they got a bit of a bite to them. They can get amped up and amped up over the fast matches. Let's go for a bit of a lay in hands right now. Fuzo, try to see if he can put the pressure on Warlockversus. He's got himself lots of defenses. Wall, Shield of Vengeance. Kind of trying to see if he can get the Shield of Vengeance popping next to Fuzo. He's going to go for a full Wake of Ashes. Fuzo, try to see if he can play defensively. Then it's going to be Dawn Light on that shield. Actually able to stabilize. Fuzo does have a bubble, but does go for laying hands instead. Warlock still has one more immunity. Bop. It's not going to be amazing, but it's better than nothing. You'll definitely want to send it. Does go for the bop. That does help. You know why? Because a lot of Paladin's damage is Holy Strike. That means it's a mix of magical and physical. It's holy and physical. And you know what? It doesn't. It actually will get immune. That holy, like Judgment and Blade Justice, anything that would be like, oh, technically bypasses armor, quote unquote, actually will be immune by Bop. Because it's Holy Strike. It actually kind of hurts Paladin being so much Holy Strike. Used to be so much pure holy, but now they're Holy Strike. Still, Blessing of Spell Warding is better because it protects you from stuns and everything else that is holy damage, not Holy Strike. So yeah. Wait, I was gonna say you just dotted up the pet. Wait, why is Dawn Light on their booty cheeks? What is happening? What is a succubus? Normally it's like on their normally the Dawn Light goes like around their heads. Why for succubuses and booty cheeks? Blizz devs, hello? Big damage on the Fuzo. Does go for a minute and try to see. Try not to concentrate on them succubus cheeks. Just try to concentrate on taking down Rick. Does get him dotted, but with the boards back to back, you can't even tell where the guy's at. Even I'm losing track of him. Fuzo does go for Dawn Light on himself though, just to see if he can stay afloat here a little bit, just to see if he can keep himself alive. Next Shavara CC though potentially could put him in a bad spot. Kind of watching where Rick goes. If Rick is trying to get a better position, you know that Shavara is probably going to follow up. And literally out of mana, this man's just trying to live this. What's up, Mike? How you doing, my man? Trying to see if he can port him. He's going to port him back behind the pillar. And the succubus catching him immediately. Yeah, the perfect position. Got him in a great spot so you can at least get a proper go here. Drop it down Infernal. Try to see if he can potentially make some play here. Mortal right after. Got himself instant cast with a stun. Fast cast bolt. Stun. That's going to be Pit Lord. Everything. Oh, for Fuzo. I don't know if he's surviving this one, bud. I don't know if he's surviving this one, but that's a lot of damage. Oh, that is just so much pressure on Rick with a Dark Pack. Just like stops any damage taken. That is such a rough spot to be in. Livestream immediately for Leo before the Succubus or Shavara. Same pet, really, just a different model, right? Let's be honest. I do prefer personally, because technically they're the same pet, same functionality, same damage, just a literally different model. But I do miss when Warlocks had actual differences between a Shavara and a Succubus. You know what I mean? Like, remember that there was a glyph. Actually, I guess, isn't it not a glyph? It's I think a talent. Isn't that coming back in Mob Remix, Mob Classic? Not WAD, where they had like where they could get like a better version of their pets. Like you have Fellord, you have Puppy Dog, you have your Shavara, but you can get a better version, an Observer, which is like just a better version, or like Shavara, which is a better version of that, or Infernal, that's just a tank pet for you at all times, or Doomlord. And Rick is definitely gonna need a Doomlord in his life if he wants to deal with Leo. Leo just ignoring that port out from the gateway thing he opened. Just completely. I don't even know. Do you just like, can you just disadvance it so you just don't get displaced? No shot, right? Does go for stun around the corner. Tricks it out immediately. Grip as he goes in for a gateway. That's huge. So Leo, I don't know if he has another port. He does have another great grip, however. Mortal to separate the two. Fear right after. He doesn't have a break. Rick just needs to find a way to control Leo from far away. One bolt may turn this damage around. Just needs a little bit more damage. Yet another fear, but it does get AMS and does give enough for Leo to just keep the pressure rolling in. With immediate root, immediate damage coming out for Sabo, trying to see if he can capitalize on the fact that Leo does have a bit of a death pact on him. And Sabo, quick blind, trinket out for, or Leo, quick blind, Sabo with a trinket, does try to see if he can catch up with a Primordial Storm. It's not quite close enough to connect. I don't know if Leo technically does have a lot of burst. I don't know if Sabo wants to mess with it, but I think for Leo, he might just have to have a go with this, right? Yeah, full go, silent, Sabo cannot heal. He's trying to see if he can stay aggressive. Leo just needs to live a little longer. Just to live a little longer. Livestream helps a bit. AMZ down helps a bit, but no, Sabo just continues to truck on. He is just, dude, I feel like Sabo after the duel with Leo is fired up, man. It's like every single time he sees him, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Well, Bilbo gonna be up next. Sabo hit with a stun immediately. No trinket available. Does have a burrow underground, so you might be okay with that. Sounds for a moment. Bilbo does get himself full set of pets, but take a lot of the primordial storm damage. But Bilbo would actually be able to remove his how do you remove the flame shock off of yourself? Was that with an Excel? Maybe actually. Hold on. It was able to remove flame shock. That's what knocked him up in the air with a little like volcano. It's going to be damage towards Bilbo though. Try to see if you can play defensively against Sabo though. The problem is you can't really kite him out because line of sight doesn't matter to a Shaman. He can just lightning bolt you and early blast you from a distance. I know he's playing the totem build, so like you really got to get the totem on top of Bilbo, which can be tough sometimes. But like even from a distance, dude, that primordial storm whenever he gets up close with a big early blast right after, it's just so much damage from afar. Sabo is taking quite a bit of damage though with a bleed. It looks like a heavy bleed, however. If the pets are rushing in, as long as he can get the pets over there, you might be okay. Fighting shot, he's just trying to see if he can stay next to it so he doesn't trip. But Bilbo is left with not a lot of health. Maybe he can pick up a camo? Does pick up a camo. For Sabo, that's an opportunity to at least find full escape. Has made foot from Jayhawk, so he's okay. Bilbo does go for a stun. Does not send the camo long at all. Maybe he's got a flame shock on one of his pets or himself. But does at least break ability for Sabo to fully recover though. Looking at that health, he's looking like a very healthy boy right now. Very healthy boy. Best Bilbo could do at the moment is start to slow him down. Stun totem around the corner. Bilbo does get to avoid it though. This stun totem, was that line of sight? That stun totem might have gotten screwed over by the line of sight super badly. Sabo just needs one more hit. One more big hit. One frost shock, early blast, anything. Oh, it doesn't even matter. The totem does it. Putting the totem around the corner and forcing Bilbo to run against it. Yeah, that'll do it. That totem does a lot. Envy. Gonna be the last one left over for the team too. He's gotta find a way to break through the front line here. He got himself Sabo holding the fort down. We got Plush in the back. Jayhawk just looking down him, down a barrel of an arcane gun. No, frosty gun, never mind. He's got himself the ray of frost ready to go. But Sabo is sitting down for as much recovery as he can. Envy, oh wait, what? Rooted with full cooldowns. That is unfortunate. That is actually tragic. He's gonna have to find a way past this though. Sabo does have a wall here. He does have everything. So actually Sabo is in a great spot. Stunned by Envy for just a second. He does use Roar. Use a lot of his offensive cooldowns. Stun totem around the corner. Does knock down Envy. Does have a defensive, but it doesn't matter. Sabo just asserting his dominance. Look at this guy. Oh man, you know that does match. The Mog does match. Wish it Chabard would have a little bit of purple in it, but does match. Holy. He's the Iron Reaver, man. Or the Ivory Reaver. Either way works, honestly. Nah, I like that. Let's get another one going. Flushed and shotted. Let me know when your boys are ready. And if you guys need more bodies, let me know. Let me know. Remake group, next go. Okay. We're making a group a little bit. Looks like both of you are doing it. Jonas is ready. Oh, we're making... Okay. Flush is ready. We're in. Ready to go. Sabo, the God mode? Yeah, Sabo, the God mode, man. That's nuts. It is, honestly. It's too wild, man. It's like, wait, this is a melee class. I should be able to kite that easily. What is this, range damage? Literally, you gotta like stay behind the pillar the entire time. Like being on the line side of the guy and you're the one that was dead. It's like, it's melee class Blizzard. That's melee class Blizzard. Want to say accidentally shift ours to start tapping. Oh, good. No worries, my man. No worries. Just one game. We gotta have plenty more. Don't you worry. I've been there though, dude. I've been there though. I feel that's like what started typing back to like somebody who spotted. At that point, Blizz, seriously, can we remove Shift R as a key? I know you wanted to be like, oh, but how are you gonna easily respond back to somebody? Blizzard, I need my Shift key as a modifier to like use my abilities. Please, dude. Please. Can we not make that a baseline keybind? We have to Troveron. Thinking about giving you guys space to at least kite around as a range class as a Beastmaster Hunter. Troveron is a fantastic arena to help you do that. So let's do a Troveron. Hell yeah. And then tomorrow EU again. Oh, I'm thinking EU again. Yeah, NA has been a little bit on the back burner with 5v5 1v1. So I'm thinking EU again tomorrow, absolutely, if you ever want to join us. Yeah, I'm thinking EU again. Blush won't be here, so I'll need to get like Jay or Saya to help us lead a group or something. But yeah, otherwise we'll be fine. Rickmeister is Sabo от новой команде слишком сильно. Но может чуть-чуть сильно. Может быть мы как его ремикс группы чуть-чуть. We might have to, he said, have both we didn't get Tolveron. I'll try again. I'll try it again. It said you had joined the queue for Tolveron Arena. Did it not work? Okay, I don't know what happened then. I missed control because of the control key, but all good, man. No worries. No worries, friend. No worries. Also, why am I disconnected from my own chat? Hello? Chat disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect you. Are we still live, boys? Successful connected. Are we still good? Is the stream still good? Yeah? Я последнюю игру. Окей, хорошо. Хорошо. Придется уйти. Хорошо. Спасибо, что пришел, друг. Yes, sir. Thank you, boy. Appreciate it. Okay, after this, Sabo is bouncing, but we'll need to take somebody. Somebody's going to take his spot. So we'll have a spot open over on the team plush. So if somebody wants to go, like Leon, I have you in chat, or thing. Cajun, I have you here too. Got a spot open after this game if you want in. Letting Cajun know ahead of time, dude. He asked me about this, so I'll try to get him in here. Try to give him a chance to play. A chance to compete in a duel arena. Get this boy in here. Got ourselves, what do we have? And we first up versus Rick leaping in after him as the man goes in for a proper gate, already a port, already everything, all the pets in. Look at that triple threat. Look how many Duel dogs he's got there. He's got a Vile Fiend, Charhound, as well as a Gloomhound. All of them. He's doing that cheesy opener. Knocking it back on a charge is some work, by the way. Full Axos Envy does not have an answer here at all. Rick, yeah, he's literally just like, oh my god, Rick, dude, oh my. Literally just brainstorming down the hips is like, I'm so tired of this guy. Get this Warlock out of here, man. I just want to get on top of him, slam some ranger blows, take a guy out. Getting kited around while Curse of Exhaustion is on him is actually physically exhausting at times, dude. I feel you. Trust me, I feel you. Big slam by the Overlord. Axtos, there's not much you can do. You are in a Warlock's playing field, man. This is his arena. This is his world. You're just living in it. He is the protagonist, dude. He is the main player. All the rest of us melee against a Warlock like him are straight up just NPCs, man. I'm not Dalaran the Rogue. I'm just a random SI7 agent from like BFA Islands or something, dude. I'm just cannon fodder that might drop him out. That's about all I am. You know what I mean? I feel you. No, seriously, even Outlaw Rogues struggle with that because there's a lot of mobility and they end up kind of nerfing the cooldown of grapple hook a little bit with just based on cooldown reduction stuff. Unless you're fade bound, yeah, you ain't catching up with them. And like you kind of also want to I like playing Trickster. It does a lot of damage. It just is big damage, big damage. But yeah, it's kind of rough. Ruination out for Rick. Just drop down a big board. Look at that, dude. Bilbo right now. He's got himself a full pet-based build, but look at the pets. He's even going to just end up backing up out of here, freezing on the main pet. But that thing doesn't even sit freeze long at all. He'll just try to see if he can land some CC on that thing for like a second, just to get himself a bit of a breather. But he's just behind the pillar, fade death. But the pets are still on him. Nothing he can do. They're at max duration. Bilbo literally just cannot even find any cover behind the pillar. And I see he heads over to Rick. There's even a not pit lord, but a doom lord just waiting for him. Literally, you can't find an angle where you're not gonna hit damage by all these pets, man. There's no cover. There's no rest. There's no... There's nothing for you except just a slow and painful death by the demons. You know what? I feel like we've beaten the Burning Legion twice now, right? There is remnants of a Burning Legion in TBC, the proper Burning Legion in Legion. Yeah, we've beaten them twice. I feel like they had, what, Gul'dan commanding the entire thing, killed Jaden. They should have just had Rick. They would have won that one. They would have won it by Tuesday afternoon. It took them, however, how many patches to even try to make a dent? And every time they tried to, I feel like we pushed it back until we just went to the home world, kicked their ass there. Beat him when they live. Rick and Foos leading the charge, dude. Would have been done by Saturday. Half a calendar would have been underwater. I'm just saying. I feel like this man would have been the leader they needed because he is making some work happen here. Fuzo, do you bubble this? You might just have to. Try to see if you can pull him away. Fuzo not bubbling this would put him laying hands. Never mind. He's still got a bit of a play. He's still got a bit of a play that can give him. He just needs to find a way to close that gap, and you'll be all right. Taking a lot of damage. Going for that self-heal Dawn Knight. Yet another big gateway out for him. And Fuzo just trying to see if he can stay consistent. That is a full Pit Lord. Oh, not Pit Lord. I keep saying Pit Lord again and again. I don't know why I keep saying Pit Lord. I guess I just miss my boy Pit Lord. My boy. My guy. Where is he? That's a lot of steel. That's quite a lot of pets, and that's going to crack through his defenses here pretty quickly. Especially if he sits behind the pillar, stun lock. This is not where you want to be. Because look at that dude. That Dueler gets to get a couple of big shadow bolts into you. Immediate defenses out for Rick. Stun. Fuzo got himself in a decent position. Could make something happen here. There's a lot of constant damage from these pets. Does have his soul cleaving out his body. Bubble to fall to at least regain his full value, but he's going to be full immune yet again. So now he's out. No more immunes. Nothing to really work with. Maybe a spell ward at some point or blessing of protection just to stop the physical damage of these pets, because the physical damage to do is not insignificant. Knocking him back for a second. I think going behind the pillar for a heal or two might be okay, but I really do think you put yourself in a disadvantage in a way, because those pets are not going to rest. They're not going to let up at all. And for Rick, that's an opportunity to regain some cooldowns while you're constantly under pressure. I honestly think staying on Rick the entire time would have been the play. But I think hindsight 2020, you know what I mean? Because now Fuzo trying to waddle, but the physical damage from the pets continue to get him. That physical damage does not get stopped. And it is just one more charge fire for Lord. Does get himself even more pets. Yet another tyrant. Full pressure. Full shield of vengeance is in. Mortical right after. Pops him like a balloon. Does get that last Dawn Light on him, leaving him bleeding. But Rick so far is holding on strong. Death and Decay. All the pets are in. Full burst is in. Silence. Rick has nowhere to go. He's trying to glide out of there. That is the only way you could take him down after a full Paladin and a Hunter and one more class in there. Warrior wears down a Warlock. Now, Leo could take him out. That is a lot of people, dude. I mean, that was just straight up a 1v3, and then you had to have a deathly commit to finish the job at the end. It is so tough. Warlocks are nuts for 1v1s. They're so good. Plus, switching up to Assassination. I like it. I like it. Leo tried to see if he could get ahead of him. I did end up trinketing that stun immediately with the army of, was it Frostman's Fury? It was Frostman's Fury. Yeah, okay. I'm just like, losing my mind here. It's like, was it Frostman's Fury? Yes, it was Frostman's Fury. Why, yes, it was. Why, yes, indeed. Why, yes, indeed. Flash with the Bleeds, though, I think he's going to be in a great spot, though. Versus Leo, I mean, it bypasses a lot of the armor. I think it's actually a better spec than Sub. I guess a Frosty Death Knight. Trying to see if he can lock him down to stump, but the rogue just vanished. Cloak. He might be gripped by Leo, but he can't even dot him. Yeah, try to go for a grip, but the cloak was still up for a second longer. And he's fine. He is taking some damage from the riders. It's not insignificant damage. It's actually a decent bit. Like, the amount of damage those pets do as pets, not terrible at all. Duels Demon can cast everything with Linus. Exactly, dude. Yeah, would be a BM Hunter. Exactly. Yeah, they actually, you know how BM has to actually have line of sight in order to get kill commands? They don't. But Plus does let him take it out. It actually did get kind of close. It was a little bit close, but a Death Mark and a King's Bane did do it. First aid out for Plus, but it's still dotted though. It's shiny, not going to give it too much of a breather. Does almost catch him in Phantom Knives. That was so close. You actually were right there. Yeah, but the Bleed's full by the Feral. There's not much you can do. Cheap Death, it's just going to be lights. Big bite to finish it off. And Shiny's the last one left. He's got to go through Jay, Sabo, and Eloise. Can the Druid do it? I think if anybody can do it, a Druid might be able to. Might have to play it a lot slower, a lot longer of a game. Might have to play it kind of like a... Wait, lagging? No. Oh. I was actually not gonna... Jay, what a guy. Can you please get some credit for Jay? Whether he wins this duel or doesn't, the fact that he's like, full burst, ready to go. Never mind. He's DC'd. I gotta give him a second. Look at this guy. A gentleman and a scholar. Look at him. Like, Shiny might have actually fully DC'd. But in my opinion, Jay just won. A gentleman, as soon as I call you a gentleman scholar, he sits down and starts scooching his ass on the floor of 12-round arena. You know how dogs do that same move? Yeah, he just starts doing that. It's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Is Shiny back? Is it good? He's fully DC'd. They give him a second. Shiny might have fully DC'd though. Scholars do that. Hey, you're back. Look at you. I like his whole turtle mog, by the way. Going for a quick thank you. Quick little bow. Jay, dude. What a man right here. You know what? Again, if Jay wins or loses, he's a winner in my book. I don't even care. I don't care. This guy's awesome. Trying to see if we can pick up eyes. Shiny immediately leaping on opportunity is going to be blink out of the mage with an altar immediately. So he's in a great spot. Trying to see if he can capture the feral. Does set him with a ring. Knocking it back. Full setup. Trick out of the feral. Looking for a stun. Is going to get stunned up. There's going to be potential lots of damage. Jay with a rare frost meteor down. Everything is down. Oh, Shiny could be in a bit of trouble. Barskin does keep him alive here. Jay just trying to see if he can stay on top of it. On top of the action. He's going to get himself down. Reset with the altar. Got him some good positional. Shiny just get it. Cleave down with the shadows. I think it might be lights for him. Got himself a heal. Frenzied. Might need to wall here too. That is a lot of damage shaken. Doesn't matter. Just explodes. Literally just explodes the druid. That was as fair of a match as we could have had it, I guess. What is this damage, Rick? 100 mil? That is how much damage people normally do. I guess the 5-man squad. But literally for 3 people, he's got that much damage. I guess the Paladin does live quite a while, doesn't he? It's quite a few health bars to get through. That is still a lot. Let's get another one going here, boys. Uno más, uno más. Uno más, boys. Starting to get a lot hungry, too. Oh, damn. 41. Here we go. Alright, Leon as well as Occasion. If you guys want to join, we actually have a group available with, I think Plus should be getting a +1 here in a bit, yeah? Plus, let me know. I think Sabo should be bouncing out of your group, but unless I'm wrong about it. Resma, notice you're doing great. Yeah. Happy to be here. First X-Pack of WoW, not just PvP. I played at the end of the F, so learning the curve for me especially, you're doing fine for a start. Honestly, if this is literally your first time playing, it is not easy players that you're walking into. They are experienced in PvP in general, so you're actually not doing that bad. Not bad at all. Like you versus Plus at the beginning with that rogue like first match, I actually thought you played that as well as you could. Like actually doing really well. Honestly, hell yeah, my man. Happy to have you here, Rez. Hope you'll continue. Hope you continue playing, man. You're doing great for literally first time. That is really good. That is really good. Hell yeah. Спасибо всем. Спасибо Сабо. Пришел на дуэли. Надеюсь, мы увидимся, может, завтра. У нас больше дуэлей будет завтра в Европе, я думаю, если хочешь прийти. Или на следующей неделе, как хочешь. I thought it was doing great. Yeah, same. Like, literally first time really, like, playing the game. And, like, first time really just getting into PvP and everything in WoW. Hell yeah, dude. That's great. You're doing fantastic. Работаю завтра? Хорошо. Ну, на следующей неделе, да. На следующей пятницу. Хорошо. Is my man Fuzz or friends of mine not even want to get him in duels? Hell yeah, dude, definitely. Yeah, I'm down for it, dude. French blood, I'm down for it. Getting friends in the game, down for it too. Fuzz also doing really good, by the way. Also doing really good. Dude, you're doing just fine. Yeah, Warlock is a hard matchup, but you're doing really good. Even also на Шамана так не буду. Чаще заходить. Хорошо. I didn't get what to look at finding groups. Plush, are you making the group? Are you reforming it? Is Plush here? Making the group? Yeah, done. Wait, done for the night or? Hold on, just double check with Plush. Is he done for the night or is he made the group? Or? Okay. Remaking. Oh, so the group is ready? Wait. So group is ready? Double checking, because Plus did say he was to remake the group. I didn't see him listed up in LFG. Apparently he already made it. So we don't have, so I guess he's ready? I was gonna... Okay, yeah, okay. I was gonna wait to see what Plus would list it in LFG and let you guys know that he's got a group in there. I didn't see, I just like get my R story. All good. Were you the feral? If you were the feral druid, yeah. I'm on a level 46. All the people playing at 250. Yeah, that means they've been playing for a while. Getting level 250 and above, playing the game for a decent bit. I guess technically we were earning honor level since Legion. So yeah, some people have been playing since Legion, through Shadowlands, Dragonflight, and now War Within. Yeah, so 250 levels is pretty high. It's pretty up there, definitely. Some people in the 500 and above. Yeah, so people play for very, very well. I think the Feral, you wish Feral did. All good, man. All good. What about back for saves on for that? I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. As soon as a spot is open, I can get you in from. I'll try my best. Yeah, we've got a lot of his friends will be that in plus has a bunch of you guys added, I guess. Yeah, but he's got everybody added and he's got a whole team with that load. So which gosh, actually benefits from it. I wonder if 6 animal increase is going to change the meta. I don't think it's going to change the meta too much. I think it's just going to make everybody stronger. Although that is a good point. Some classes do scale better with gear. I don't think so, personally. I think anything is strong. I don't think so, actually. Not at the moment. I think last season we'll probably see some meta shift just because certain classes get to gain certain amount of stats. I think casters will be even better next season. Like casters are going to be some of the best options out there. But I think this is just going to be a nice little bump for everybody. It's only 6. It's not that much, right? It's good, but it's not like insane. What am I going to send you guys into? Why am I drawing a blank here, man? Send you guys into another arena. Get your boys in here. They filled it. Even. I got you guys trying to join in. I got you boys just trying to join in. I'm like, boys, I am trying to get you guys in these. I really was trying to get you in the group with Plush. I was waiting for him to list it up in LFG just so I knew when it was like safe for me to start like writing to you boys. And then he kind of just like made the team really lickety split with Saya, with Rick. We got Goeris. So he's got like a bit of refresh, a couple of new bodies, a couple of old bodies. He's did like a bit of a reorganization of the group real quick here. I was waiting for him to list it or something, but he did quick. Yeah, he was a bit amped. Oh yeah, a little bit amped is a good word. Yeah, so Enemy, if you're going up against Saya, ain't gonna be an easy matchup. I'll just let you know that right now. A lot of these guys are pretty experienced in what he was in particular. Which they just nerf Fury. Did they? Yeah, they did. They did just nerf Fury. I think in the slaughterhouse, right? The healing reduction. That is unfortunate too. Definitely is unfortunate. Leo versus Jay, dude. Frost v Frost off the bat. A bit of a rematch. I think just two dueled each other one of the first few matches, wasn't it? It was a big lockdown by Leo versus Jay. The silence, the slows, the grips. It does make it a little tougher. Leo tried to see if he could just wait and spend some time getting over. What is your ghoul doing? He's just stuck with legs right in. He can just swim. He's just swimming through the ground. What is happening? Full grips in. Jay, does he have a defensive? He does have some sort of survivability, but it's still more lockdowns. Yet another grip. Yoink it back in. Trying to keep him nearby with all these other riders of the apocalypse. Silence was used really early. Jay does use a trinket. Falling onto Leo. Dropping a big meteor dome down for a second. As Jay just looking for a bit of that shifting power. I don't know if he can go for an interrupt. Try to go for a kick. I don't think that connected. Grip is in though, so I don't think he did go for a kick. No, he didn't go for a kick. He never kicked. Otherwise, it would have been a precog and no grip. He just got himself yet another bit of burst, a bit of damage there for a second. Oh no, it wasn't. I think it was a normal. I think what I looked at is I saw Remorseless Winter and I saw like all these frost effects around you. I thought it was your full burst. It's just a frozen orb on the side, honestly. But Jay just survived the first go by Leo. And Jay could not really go for too much counter pressure. Did do a bit of damage to Leo's health bar, but not enough to really get a lot of, to draw blood too much, as well as to draw too many defenses out of him either. So it is a little bit yeah, a little bit interesting. Raising gladiators to us new GG. Exactly. I mean, honestly, that is the best way to like really learn quick as to how to duel, right? It's just to play against some of the best out there. You learn quick. It's like riding a bike, but like a very, very challenging bike that's also trying to kill you. You know what I mean? You'll learn how to ride quick. Especially like Messiah, you'll learn quick. Although warriors do have a hard time against paladins, so you may learn that too. I think that's probably going to be your very first lesson is, okay, that class, someone counters me, a little bit toughy. Maybe a little bit of toughy. Leo just trying to see if he can get some AoE down. Catch J does get to avoid the frozen orb for the most part. Ooh, I like how the random freezes happen with mages though. Just get hit by frost. Rogue paladins and the bush for rogues. They are true. That is true. Paladin is definitely one of the tougher ones for rogues. I feel like less so is outlaw, at least in a comp, right? In a 1v1 is definitely tough, but in a comp, I don't know. Yes. Actually, yeah. No, like, oh. Yes and no. We've actually seen outlaw rogues do really well against paladins or in the NA. Now, yeah, with light sword, yeah. With, yeah, with light, he does do really, really well against them. To be fair, Trickster, I think, really makes a difference. Really makes a difference. What Leo's telling us. Leo trying to see if you can see in focus here with him and Jay. Just continue to pelt them. Actually, the little pelts that Jay can find, the little line of sight, lances, and everything, it's actually pretty good. Leo might just have to pop a defensive, does go for a defensive stun on Jay, does go for a blink, but he's unable to escape the burst as long as he's within the range of that big Winter. He can't go anywhere. Does go for the trinket. What was that burst? Before he can even block. What was that? Leo just pulled out the guns, pulled out the big stops there. He got himself the proper lock that it was like, I'm in, zeroed in, let's go. We're doing it, we make it happen. And Rick is gonna be up next. I love the parasol he's got. It looks so nice, it looks so good. Look at that thing. He does have the Shivara rolling in for Leo. That gives him a little bit of a heal, a little bit of a body to death strike off of. But where he's at right now, unless he goes in for a gripper to Rick, he's not in a great spot. Shadow Fury does connect. Waiting for the Succubus. Succubus catches him. This gives an opportunity. Does break out of religion board. Grip right in, but a port right after. He's ready to go. Second grip is available in case he needs to. Second grip is available in case he wants to do it. He does have a gate wall right next to it, so he's probably going to end up using it. But that actually may not be the worst. Riders do get someone in. I don't know if he can get enough damage on that thing. There's another grip. Locked out. He is going to go for a gateway. Yep. Trinket and a gateway, so he does end up using both. So that's a lot of defenses. Hold on, for Leo, this could be good. He doesn't have another board for another grip, but for the next one, he does not. And he won't be able to use a gate, I don't think. For Leo, he just knows he can't run out in the open, dude. That Succubus is that Shivara is gonna catch him. Try to see if he can port him. He's gonna port him behind the pillar. Leo's a bit out of position. This could be really good for Rick. Still got himself line of sight. At the very least, does drop it down Infernal, porting on top and trying to get aggressive. This is where Leo may just have to commit something. He doesn't have burst, but that's a full stun. Does break out of it with an AMS, looking for a bit of that cover behind the pillar. He's playing it defensively, but it's going to be constant pressure he's going to deal with the Infernal. That is not going to feel good at all. Got himself the ghoul, immediately sacrificing that thing. Overlord charging around. Oh, look at that damage. I mean, Rick barely is over there, and Leo's just melting. He just jumping around, trying to see if he can get a Shadow Fury, Shadow Burn, Conflagration. So far might be it. Doesn't do it. Oh. Almost. Silence. Stun. Leo trying to see. All in. Hail Mary. This is it. Last thing he can do in this situation. Wall this off. Yet another Soulfire cast in. Rick is getting beat up bit by bit. Trying to go for a bolt. Kick. Wait a second. Mortal Coil. Rick is so low. Wait a second. Does he go? Oh no. Leo pulls it off. He does bring it back. No way! I thought it was over. I thought it was the lights. I thought it was curtains for this man. But it's still here. He's still fighting. He's still shooting. He's still trying to make some sort of a play. He doesn't give up. He doesn't give in. And I love to see it. This is the gusto that I love seeing. My God. Against all odds. Rip and tear until it is done. It is perfect. I almost want to see if we can. I almost want to switch out the mix completely, switch out the music, right? Get a little bit of this, get a little bit of Doom going. Hit it with a rip and tear. You know what I mean? Oh man, that was just inspirational. I'm not even kidding you. That was amazing. Shiny does get beat up though, however, by Goer's. No trinket available. That is a send. So he does live through some of the worst of Goer's damage here. Like, so some of the most painful moments. He still does have some Doomans by the looks of it. DK is skill perfection on like red pallies. Oh, come on. Chris says you have an out for pallies. Then again, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. I feel like pallies, they do get bullied. Why are you bullying me? I don't know what happened. You know, Shadow Meld reset, wasn't it? I was thinking that second totem was gonna get you, but I think Meld, Rake Stun, stops the totem, but also gets you another stun co for Goers. Yeah. Goers might just be able to turn us around on you. Hold on, both of you are super low. You do have bleeds. Goers just need to live. Oh, is that enough? Oh, Tempest, not enough. Oh, but a little shocky in the end. A little shocky boy in the end. Well done, well done. Well done, I can stand them. Chat, if you play Red Pally, Christus does not have anything against you personally. By the way, that Plague version of the Proto Dragon looks gorgeous, by the way. How do you get one of those? All I have is a Time Lost Proto, but that Plague one also looks sick. Like, literally sick, because it's Plague. Like, it looks like sickly. It looks kind of like an undead version, but it looks awesome. But just in terms of looks, Gar just trying to see if he can avoid him. He's got his Firebird here. I love the way that thing runs. It actually also is a Proto Dragon model, but essentially a skeleton. But I feel like every time I see the bird, it runs around like a chicken. Like Proto Dragon, I feel like looks kind of like almost threatening, menacing. But the bird, the Firebird, it's like it just looks like a chicken to me. Am I the only one? You can't get the Plague anymore through black market. Really? So he actually has a really rare one then. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I had no idea. Yeah, all I have is the Timeless Proto. I got that the last week, I think it was. Did you guys see the clip? Did you guys see the Timeless Proto clip? I feel like I've shown everybody the Timeless Proto clip. I think I've shown everybody. I think it's been everywhere now at this point. That clip went pretty, that clip went everywhere. And he does get blasted out. Full ascent. Oh, but let's go for a fear. That's perfect. I don't know if he has a stun to lock down. Does he have himself heal Bloodthirst? Ah, but 60s, 46% dampening. Does make it a little bit tougher to come back though. That is a tough one. That is a lot of just condensed burst damage. That fear was perfect. Maybe like fear, wait until it's about to fall off, then stun to like prolong the CC chain so that ascend basically falls off hopefully by the end of it. That is tough though. That is very, very tough. I think Blaze Storm and just trying to get Bloodthirst while you have full Friends of Regen trying to heal you was not a bad play. Dampening though does make it a little bit less effective, just by a bit though. Just a lot to fight through. Stun onto Goeris, does go for the knock on the pets, trying to see if he can avoid it, but I think right now he's in a good spot. Bilbo is in a great, fantastic opportunity to potentially take down the Goeris. He doesn't have a sentence for a while. Does have Bloodlust coming up very, very soon. Doom wins is in, so it's going to be a lot of Maelstrom. Maybe he can make some work off of it. Does go for a big Tempest onto Bilbo. Once you get Maelstrom, those lightning bolts are going to hurt quite a lot. Bilbo, you better be very, very careful. Does go for a defensive here, just in case things really ramp up. Goeris with a scatter for a second, does get taken out. Well done, well done. Hell yeah. Have you seen my new puppy? Exactly, Wes, exactly. Have you guys seen my new puppy? You're right, you're right, you're right. Is it Saya next? Or is it Plush? Who's next? Is it Saya? Is it the boy? Is it the boy? Neo? Shut up, Neo, dude. Shut up, Neo from Matrix. Is gonna get himself a proper opener. He knows there's gonna be traps slating around that pillar. He knows it's gonna be there, dude. He knows. He already knows. He did slow by the pets though. Which one of the pets gets a slow on you? Or is it someone else a slow on you? That's pretty good. Hand of Freedom available. Just keep moving. It's going to be tricking out of Bilbo. Immediately getting hit by Dawnlights back to back. That is going to be already damage. Even if Saya can catch up to you, that's going to be pain. Does go for feint. Does not remove the dot. Saya's getting kind of low though. Leon Hands does get used. Looks like he had a little light bulb above his head. Like, oh, I got an idea. I'm just going to heal. I'm just going to heal. Does have traps around the corner. Bilbo, not a lot of health available. Does at least see Saya. I don't think he'll be able to pull his pets back for a camo or anything. He does have Turtle. I think if you put Turtle a Hodge, that's the only thing that may potentially give you like some kind of like a modest chance at a victory here. Modest at the best cases. The Tar Traps do help out a lot. Scatter for a second. Does he get a Hodge? Oh, it doesn't matter. The hammers do it. Hammers do it. Fuzo, you're the last one left. Saya did not have to commit too many cooldowns. Does you lay? So maybe this gives you an opportunity to get a bubble at him really, really early. The Saya with the stun immediately. Try to see if you can get a setup. Stun on back onto Saya. Does not have a trinket. Maybe looking for a bubble here really early. Spell Warden instead. He does have a bit of damage back to you. And you could go for a Regenerate actually with a Spell Warden, honestly. May not be the worst, but Fuzu not popping immunities. Searing Glare to follow is not going to get CC'd by it. Side trying to see if he can back up out of this, still holding on to a bubble. If he can get himself behind the pillar, Searing Glare might give him opportunity to heal. I don't think he's going for it though. I did try to see if he can make some damage. Shepard does go for a kick. Is that enough damage? If you have enough damage off of a kick, you can potentially like break past the bubble. But Fuzu just tried to stay calm, cool, and collected. Bubble out of Saya. Does go for the bubble. Fuzu may need one as well. Does go for the bubble as well. Saya can at least go a bit of regenerating. Recovering, and look at the regen. 66% dampening, but it's a little bit more effective than spamming flash of lights. Just a little bit more. Next stun, I think, wins this. Next stun is the winner, and Saya, I think, takes it. Plush goes in for a quick smoke bomb. Put it on a show at the end. Gore's picking up 3. Leo picked up 2. Saya picking up 2 as well. I didn't realize Gore's picked up 3 there. That was well done. I was just still starstruck by Leo's play. That was amazing. All right, boys. Onomasa, let's go, let's go. Get another one going. Who's up next, boys? Who's up next? Oh, man. Ready? Beautiful. Not bad if you got a pretty as a spell. Yeah, that's true, that's true. That's true. I do feel like I could tussle with him quite a decent bit, though. Like in a 2v2, 3v3, solo. 1v1 is tough, but like in a group game, I don't feel like... As Outlaw, I struggle against Paladin that much. I feel like I just have a lot of consistent damage, and it kind of matches them. Plus defensive, like Outlaw I think is a little tankier. Just constant perma feint. That does help a lot. Leo needs a body. We need a body, boys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cajun, Leon, I know you wanted to play. Cajun, it must be like when we started the stream. When we started the stream initially, I gotta give him one game. He wants to play at least one. I don't think he's gonna play for too many. I don't know if Leon is still on standby or anything like that. Leo, here we go. Promote to raid lead, and we're out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Send you guys into a Blade's Edge. Beautiful. That's your Dal. Gonna get some solo shuffle before bed. Sounds good, man. Hope you get good games. Hope you get good games, and don't tilt yourself off the face of the world. You're beautiful. Love having you here. Gonna be doing more duels on EU if you're interested, or if you're around. Don't have to, but I appreciate you for being here. Congrats on that mount, by the way. Congrats on you, Prague. Glad you guys did well. We're still on Mugsy for the time being, but hopefully we'll be on Galley and starting to get farming mounts here soon. This tier, we definitely didn't have a great start, and it's been a rough tier for us. It's been a fun fight, some of the best fights I think I played in a while. I really like a lot of them, but yeah, it's been definitely a tough tier. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Muggsy is getting past those 3 cages. Yeah, that's what it comes down for us, is getting those last set of cages. That's what it comes down for us. Is that final stretch? I feel like we just need to see that part more, but yeah. Little mistakes, like a couple of deaths at the beginning, like, okay, I don't think this is going to be viable. Twitch. Got ourselves Jay immediately versus Envy. Envy tried to see if he can stay on top of the man. Immediate poly out for him, but Envy does go for a trinket. This is an opportunity for Jay just go for a proper stun. That is going to be full burst. Does go for a defensive. I think it's good to pop a defensive hero right now. I think it's good. Blaze-storm on the pet. I think he's bloodthirsting off of the pet. Just he knows he's gonna have a hard time catching up to Jay. He's like, you know what? But the pet ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna get a couple of bloodthirsts here and there. Goes in for reflect. I think reflects a water bolt back in the pet. That is a forge. Poly right after Jay with a knock, sending the guy flying. He got himself so much range damage for Envy right now. All he can do is waddle behind the pillar. Defensive stance is gonna help a decent bit. Frostfire bolt, not feeling great. Not feeling good at all. As Jay's trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of that flurry action. Stormbolt right after does get shell shocked, and Envy's just going for a defensive. He's like, you know what? I got myself some cover. I got myself second wind. I think it's not the worst for me just to go for a bit of recovery. Look at that recovery. Look at that recovery. And Jay, I think, already has an ultra. Yeah, he has an ultra up above. So it's like he's gonna reset anyway. He's gonna run away anyway. So for Envy catching up a little bit of healing does not help him at all. 34 wipes on the alone. Yeah, exactly, man, exactly. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. I feel like if our one-arm bandit prog was not as long as it was, I feel like we would have been able to be on Galley by this point, right? But yeah, definitely ended up spending quite a... I think where fights really got us cooked there a little was like We probably should have had the Rick done a little earlier. Sticks probably could have died a little quicker. I think our Sprocket was okay. One arm bandit definitely took a while. And yeah, I feel like if we got there a little bit quicker, I think it would have been all right. Just more reps on some of the harder fights, I think would have helped a lot. Definitely would have. But yeah. This is going to be Jay just trying to, I guess, see if he can get himself a proper reset. Envy at this point does have every defense available, though. Trinket coming up very, very soon. So he may have it for this next stun. Jay's going to have to try to see if he can get himself a proper go here. Trying to go for a stun. You have a Trinket coming up in the last second. May want to use it. Actually, perfectly using it. He's going to go for a spear. Does not quite connect with Jay, unfortunately, though. Unfortunately, does not keep the mage from running out of there. Envy is not in a great position. Trying to see if he can go for a charge Bladestorm, get him Bloodthirst heal, so it's actually giving him quite a lot of recovery. But Jay just trying to see if he can back up out of there. For Envy, at least, I don't know what happened with the leap. Did it get you like caught up under the bridge? That is unfortunate. That is actually unfortunate. Does go for a bit of the reflect. Technically has a lot of damage, but chasing up against the mage is not easy. Definitely not easy. Essentially just trying to see if you can get him potentially to a blink, and then you try to see if you can reconnect. But a breath, but a nova, but a knockback. I mean, anything can really just send you flying and get you basically back at square one. Full burst, full combo. Jay's trying to see making those Frostfire bolts work. Fear for a second. Does go for the undead Rachel. That is going to give you an opportunity to go for a stun. Blink a little bit late. Ultra is back up and available. Nova into Envy. Just trying to see if he can find himself some cover. This is what I'm talking about. Every time you finally get on top of the mage, he finds a way to disconnect from you, either with a quick breath or waddle out, or land you in a stun. Quick poly right after, knocking you back. Nova right after. He just doesn't give you much of an opportunity to even get up and melee. It ain't easy as a warrior out here versus these casters. Might just go down, try to see if you can just live. Zerker's Rage, anything getting sent in at this point. Everything you have access to it, just get it sent in stun. And Jay just needs a quick breath, quick combo. There it is. That's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. A couple of Frostfire bolts with the beats here. It is rough out here. But Jay does bring him for his team, with Fuzo going to be up next. Pally going to have a little bit easier time with this mage, though. Just a little bit easier. Kind of agree that red is a bit ridiculous in 1v1. Hey, even after saying red is a bit ridiculous in 1v1. Are you sure? I'd say mage is also pretty good too. Watch the mage play. For head lay in hands being usable in rate, that was a bit much. Either get rid of it or pull self heals. I don't know. I feel like in 1v1 it's an issue, but I don't think lay in hands and stuff like that is that much of an issue in like a comp based solos, 2s, 3s that much. You know what I mean? Because like if you just send a paladin and they don't have much, I mean, they have like 3 buttons that can answer you with: Bop or Spell Warden, Bubble, and Lane. Out of those 3 answers, they're kind of like, I don't think a Shield of Edge is going to be good, but they'll like, you know, Stop End, Viol, you know, not like a Rogue Cloak of Shadows or Vanishes. And like as a Rogue, you can be like, you know what, just a Vanish, just a completely like escape. It is kind of strong. You know what I mean? I can admit it. Fuzo does get a full lockdown, Ice Block onto Jay. Does get him with a quick poly and all that. Shifted power right in his face. He knows that poly ain't gonna break. That is a cool little cheat they did for him. I think it was this season. Is in level 1. Is CC does not break the damage immediately. It has a chance to break, but it doesn't immediately break. So it helps a bunch. Jay does get himself a bit of the ultra. Stun, immediate blink, dude. Look at that blink. But still lots of damage out of Fuzo. It was gonna lock down Jay, not giving him an easy out. But I do agree with you, Atho. I think at 1v1 Pally is really, really good though. Also, they continue to bounce the game around 3v3. Exactly, yeah. Try to compare classes for 1v1 is tough. I do wish they did balance it for 1v1 though. I do wish they could balance it for 1v1. Honestly. I do wish they could balance it. Imagine if they had like a proper 1v1 bracket, where we had like an arena like this. An ability for players to spectate that arena, right? Watching players compete against each other. Watching them play against one another. Have some sort of leaderboard, right? Maybe have it so that people get to play matches that are like, you know, Pally versus Paladin duels. Or like free throw, where it's like Pally versus other classes or whatever. How cool would that would be? Properly balanced 1v1 bracket, right? Oh, it's a Paladin versus, or it's a mage versus a warrior? Okay, let's do a bit of tuning so the duel feels a little more even, right? Let's have some kind of like a buff towards warrior. Maybe like phrases and novas are not as effective, or the slow end effects from mages not nearly as bad, so you just can't kite him out the whole time. So the warrior even has a chance, because the mobility they have is very, very different. With Fuzo almost going down, but a quick hammer taking out Jay as we're romancing the idea of 1v1 duels out here with Rick. Gonna be up next. Is Keisha gonna get a chance to play? Hey, I like your vibe, dude. I like it. It looks good. Get the katanas. Wait, those the OG katanas? Those are the OG katanas. I like the new katanas they got. Who's it may just go down here? He has nothing left. Maybe lay on hands, but yeah, I think it's just lights. Unfortunate. I think it's Cajun. Is it the boy? Or is it going to be my man Leah? I like him just hanging out with them as well. You're just hanging out with the boys. Oh, dude, the parasol meta. Hold on. Rick, you're making the parasol meta thing. Everybody's wearing a parasol. Look at them. Look at our parasols out. Look at that. It's inspired. It's so inspirational. Everybody got a parasol out. Also, you got a torch of fire wrath or whatever that thing is called. That's pretty cool. Keep BV content. Can imagine what Rick will do out there. Yo, seriously. Keisha does get a chance. Let's go. Give this man a proper chance. I don't know how many games he's in here for, but giving him a chance to properly play before the amping gets super high is going to be helpful at least. Demon Hunter, huh? That is not an easy one for 1v1. Does hit with the axe toss immediately. It's going to be a trinket, but a mortal coil with a fear running him out. Has a blur. And also he is playing into the, oh, the hunt almost connected, but I don't think it actually went off, did it? No, hunt cooldown is still up. He doesn't get to use hunt at all, but he's just surrounded by demons. We'll have to go I-beam to leech off of them. He actually has to fight the demons and get souls out of them just to get a heal. This is not easy. But if he closes the gap with Rick, get a couple of fell rushes, he'll be solid. But no, I don't think he can. Oh my! Immediate immunity. Trying to see if he gets some kind of CC on the pets. Maybe stun onto Rick. They'll stun him into a trinket. Oh, that is rough. Dude, what do you do as a demon hunter there? I thought he played really well. I mean, I guess maybe he could have saved the trinket at most, but like, you still would have been a mortal coil of fear. Maybe like could have waited like axe toss and then mortal coil and then trinket that maybe. But it's still is like, that's tough. Arena Castle Playground. It really is. I do agree with you on that. Yeah, maybe a different arena would have been a little bit more even. This is definitely a Castle's Playground. And for Warlock in particular, I mean, you have a bridge. You could go down below and jump after you, board back up. Gateway to another ramp. It is crazy. You're right. You are correct. I do like to add this arena in there just for like variety's sake, but yeah, you're right. Because it's still very, very broken, as you can see. There's like random like textures that are just not loading properly. Has been like that for a while. I hope they fix it at some point. You know. Oh, it's shiny. What happened? I was just talking with you boys. I'm not really looking at his health bar at all. I'm literally in front of my eyes. But another one bites the dust. Leo's gonna be last one left. Last one to hold the fort. Running out of there with a little parasail. Try to see if he can sail away. Sail, baby. Sail away. Does Leo just get hit with a mortal coil immediately with an axe toss? Exactly. It's either mortal coil with an axe toss or axe toss the mortal coil. You literally CC at the beginning for the first 8 seconds. Like, you might as well AFK for the first 8 seconds of the duel. Started to Rick. He doesn't have an out. Wall, dark pact, everything is used. He's just trying to see if he can fire through it. That is a lot of damage out for Leo. Rick got himself a port. Does get himself a breakaway with a port down by the bridge. Does get out of there. With Leo trying to see if he can stay on top of him with a gateway. What is that cooldown on the gateway? Did you just use a gateway? What is the CD on that thing? And Rick trying to see if he can walk away from Leo. Drop it down a dome. Does try to go, I think, for a grip, but he just ends up gliding away. Just glided away last second. Both are so low. Rick brings it back. No shot 4. Rick is a monster. Okay, Rick. It's too easy for him. He's just out here. Too easy, baby. Blades and Arena. You are right. Caster's Playground. Oh, man. That's some peak Rick. Rick, do you have a champ role in Discord? If you don't, I need to give you one right now. After that, I have to, man. That's 4. That's 4. All right, let's get another one going. Rick, you are in Discord, right? Do you have a champ role yet? Write something in Disc in general chat. I'll give you a champ role just so I have an easy time seeing ya. My God. That was some work. Rick doing the work, man. Rick bringing in the work. Holy. Do I have you in here? I have you on, I do have you added on Discord. No, you don't have a disc. Join our disc, man. I'll give you a roll. What did I miss? You just missed Rick wiping the floor for that team. It was amazing. Sweet revenge. So sweet. Sweet, sweet revenge. Hell yeah. Let's see if we can get ourselves another going. Gonna join a team? My team. I have to go second team. Wait, what? Johnny. Leo got a second team. They do you need more bodies by chance? Rick is looking for a team. Double checking to see if Johnny got any spots, because I guess Plush rotated people out, I think, yeah? Is that what happened? I played AB just today, 7 of them were pre-made, WTF. Like, solo shuffle or like random BGs? But yeah, people get hardcore pre-mades, man. Pre-mades used to be like a full 10-man team back in the day, don't you know? Play forward, just go to Demon Hunter 40%. Yep, yeah, fair. Okay, so Cajun wants to go one more. Leon, what do you say? I'm ready. Seeing if we... What? Yo, Leon has been trying to play this entire time. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to see if I can get you a team. I've been looking. I am really trying, man. I'm trying my hardest out here. Johnny, do you need more bodies? Or Plus, do you need more bodies? Or are you guys done? I'm checking in. Also to switch teams? Want to switch teams? Also to switch teams. Is Plush remaking the group? I am not sure anymore. We're shuffling a bit? Okay. Okay, list group in LFG plus. Yo, Plush and Leon both list your groups in LFG under Raid's Legacy. Because they want to do a bit of a shuffling for the teams. For this one. They want to shuffle the teams around. So if you guys can list it in LFG, that'll be helpful. Swap and Rick with DH. Okay. List in LFG so they can find it easier. It helps. Yeah, if you list it in LFG under Raid's Legacy, it just helps me because I can show on stream, hey, here's where you find the teams. Here's how you can join in, all that. Unless you guys get like whispers and BNet friends and add each other, invites, all that. My group is full. Okay, Johnny, I gotta keep my friends because they're new and they don't know how it works. Okay, that's fine with me. Jay, looks like you guys listed. Okay, so there's gonna be Team Plush. Looks like they're ready. It looks like Johnny Boy is also ready. I think they switched some teams around, some people around. But I think they're both ready, right? Okay, I have no... Okay, so the whole team switching stuff that happened just now, that's been out of my control, chat. Normally, I'm really involved in it, but Plush and Johnny are kind of doing it amongst themselves really quickly. So they're trying to move some bodies around real quick. So I just set out. I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not... I'm talking to Cajun right now. I was like, dude, this is the first. He's kind of confused too, so we messaged back and forth like, wait, what's going on? I'm like, dude, this is. I usually am the one hosting these duels and like controlling everything and micromanaging. This is the first time I'm like completely out of the loop. I have no idea how the groups are going or who needs more bodies or anything like that. But apparently you guys are both ready. I'm like, this is the first time I'm confused, and this is like I've been doing this for years. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys are perfectly cool if you just want to shuffle the groups around and everything. Like, I like this. This is kind of okay with me. Like, it's a lot of pressure off of me. I just get to hang out. You know what I mean? I don't got to micromanage nothing. I'm cool with this. But yeah. I sent a request. It's fun down in Warlock, but behind it, good luck, sir. More games on you tomorrow if you want to play. Friend. We'll definitely... Yeah, tomorrow more EU games for sure. Oh, man. Can we do low level BGs? The queues never pop. Really? I recall waiting for multiple hours and nothing in each level bracket. It's like no one does them. Really? Okay, I haven't leveled to BGs in a while, but I remember them being kind of healthy, at least on NA. Maybe it's the EU side of things, or maybe it's level brackets are just... Because don't they have a lot of brackets combined together, like the 1 through... Because they could probably do like the level bracket, like 1 through 10 to 20, 20 through 40, I think was combined, right? Shadowlands PvP was cracked, Necrolord Bergets, yeah, they were really strong. Привет! Есть место, я не знаю, я не думаю, Кобрия. У нас команды все packed. Except for Team 2 apparently. Team 2 is missing a guy. Is that Team Johnny? I think that's Team Johnny. Yeah, there it is. There they are. Hold on a second. Don't duel yet. Oh, don't kill each other yet. Oh, we'll be able to see it. Yeah, Кобрия, не знаю, есть место команды, но будет завтра можно. Ты будешь завтра. Alrighty, switch. Immediately we got a Sayo out versus Shiny. I'm missing like a few seconds in as he presses a bop. And Shiny goes in for full damage, trying to see if he can murder the Paladin off the bat. Bop is down. Wait, Shiny, hopefully he's not lagging. I'm seeing him kind of running in place. Hopefully he's just getting caught by like a pixel around the pillar. Hopefully it's not him just absolutely just unable to play or nothing. Shiny does go for hard to the ball to try to see if he can live through the damage of a Paladin. That is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of output. Dawnlight just absolutely melting him down. Stun to follow. Try to see if he caught him up. Shiny, I think it's lights. That is just a lot of damage to them Pally buffs. Buff and Blades adjusted by 60%. 10% on that Templars. Proc damage by 50% or something like that. I mean, it's just a lot. Plus Dawnlight buffed up by a bunch too. With a Mortal Coil, does have a Blessing of Sanctity. Immediately rigged down to see if you can back up out of the Insta. I don't know what that Pendler is doing. He's just kind of staring. Maybe he's still doing damage to Saya through the wall. I have no idea. But Rig does drop down Infernal on top of his head into a stun right after Saya. Trying to see if he can pick some damage. Does go for a bit of the Dawnlight. But his Mojo is trying to see if he can hang by the pillar. Leonaise does get used. That's an opportunity for him just to stay in. But a Succubus pulling him back. Shadow Fury right after him. Got him some big bolt. Double bolting. Oh, the double bolt hurts a lot. Saya with a bummer right after. I was thinking for a second, like, hold on, your health is low. Could be done. Could be over. Not quite though. Saya's not quite out of here. He's gonna get boarded behind the pillar. For Rick, that just gives him like a second for a breather. Succubus does get stunned up by the Wake of Ashes, stopping a little bit of that CC. I don't know if Succubus got blinded. It did not. It did not. Ripping the soul out of Paladin's body. Suck, bolt, double bolt. One bolt. Shield of it has absorbed majority of it, but look how fast the shield pops. Literally absorbed the entire bolt. Second one not going to be so lucky. Does go for a heal immediately. Instant heal, radio queued up, and oh my god, Saya! Blind, I think you're just dead. A Rick does take it. Woo-wee. Oh my goodness. Goer is going to be up next. Got him so full ascent. Rick, unless you have someone here, this is going to be a lot of pressure. Does go for a juke kick, but it Goer's locked down in the fear. Rick just needs to let that fear sit. Oh, but a zap. Quick hard stopper. Taking him out. What is this burst out of you boys? Saya walks in. Slams the Feral. Lives for a while, but then another lockdown with a wake. Takes it. Then Saya sees a Rick just barreling down bullets at the back of his dome. And then Goers now walks up, just quick ascends. Fuzo immediately get hit with a lightning bolts from afar. I think Goers trying to see if he can get a couple of those Tempest procs in. The more lightning bolts you cast, the more chance you have to get one up and running. It's going to be quite a bit of decent damage from Pally. Did he get knocked? That was like some, he got some airtime there. I thought it was just him jumping on the horse, but I think it was a knock by the Shaman instead of flying. He came in a little too hot on the turn. Just went flying. It's going to be a quick kick on that Holy Cast with a stun to follow. As long as he keeps him next to the totem. That's the second stun. Trying to see if he can waddle him back in. Does get to avoid it. Graves got himself quite a decent bit of damage. Avoided steering glare completely. He's got himself the range. I actually think he's got himself short enough cooldown of his kick where he should never get hit by searing glare as long as there's no like stun that follows before it or anything like that. Right? Stunned him for a moment. Goers with a full stun. Fuza does get knocked back. Does he go searing? He might just want to. It does go for Dawnlight on the Goers to put the dot on him. Also has the Dawnlight on himself for a heal as well. And a Dawnlight on Jay. Dude, look at Jay. Jay's not even anything. He's literally 40% of his 40%? Yeah, about 40% of his health. Just drained with that Dawnlight by itself. Goers might just have the damage here. Lay in hands by Fuzo. Trying to make sure to save off the pressure. Has the bubble in case he needs to. Goers 15 seconds on an ascend. If he can go for full ascent and get a kick on this Searing Glare versus Fuzo, that would be perfect for him. Stunned right after, pre-walling this with a knock yet after. What are these knocks? They can't even see the animation for them for some reason. What are these knocks? Quick kick, ascend. Does he have enough damage? No way. He bubbles, not bubbles it. Bubble comes out. Goenji seems to go underground for a second just to live this. That is a full defense out of Fuzo. He just tried to see if he can tussle with it. Does he have enough damage? Oh, takes it, and Fuzo does take him out. No shot, Matho. Chat. Hold on. That was a fantastic duel, but more exciting news. Legion Remix officially announced. Holy. Chat. I know we're mid-duel. Legion Remix officially announced. I'm gonna contain my excitement. I'm gonna try to bury it down a little. I had a project I was gonna work on tonight, but that's out into the wind. Legion Remix, baby, let's go. As Cheap Shot, Ultra Fuzo, Wake of Ashes by tier. Dude, you have no idea how excited I am right now. Oh, dude, I'm excited. Oh, I didn't have coffee today, but now I'm awake. Look at Churi just absolutely grapple out of there. Jesus Christ, that was a lot. Holy. I was just trying to see if we can get himself a bit of a reset, get him back in the ambushes, doing the work. Trickster Rogue, popping up the damage versus Fuzo. Grapple in to see a bit of more damage. Oh, killing spree taking him out. Outlaws the Trickster really can tussle with the Paladin, man. Really tussle back with the Paladin. Holy. Oh, bring back some PvP illusions. Yeah, exactly, Jake. Legion Remix, baby. Oh, yeah, that's what we look to hear. Oh my god. Oh, thank goodness. Hell yeah. I mean, we kind of knew that Legion Remix was coming, but like for them to properly announce it, that is awesome. Oh my god, dude, I'm so excited. Sapper Envy. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea, chat. Holy fear onto Tiri. Is it going to be a stun? Spear to follow. Might be in a bit of trouble. Has evasion, I think. I can't even tell. With Outlaw, I don't think he even tracks evasion properly. Might be in a bit of trouble. Cheap shots back in, but Envy does slam him down. It is still a rogue at the end of the day. Even though Outlaw is a little bit more tankier against melee classes, a little bit better surviving them, it is still a rogue at the end of the day. And a warrior with a couple of slams will take him out. With Jay, you're next, man. Trying to give Envy a chance here to at least get a cooldowns or two. Hell yeah. That's Envy? Yeah. We got evasion, damn it. Oh, I was gonna say for a second, like I'm seeing the cooldown evasion. However, for Outlook, it doesn't track it super well on these UI at all. So like for Plus, it actually will track it because subtlety and assassination, like it has a proper 2-minute evasion. Outlook can go for a slightly shorter evasion. Not that much shorter. Not too much shorter, but it's a little. So it doesn't really track it properly. So I just couldn't tell if you had it up or if it just like, if it's tracking or not tracking at all. I have no idea. Catosphere out for Jayhawk as Envy trying to see if he can get himself some sort of a, I guess the mage is not going to be easy, some sort of a opportunity to close the gap and maybe make some sort of a play. It is not easy at all. Oh man, not easy whatsoever. He is at least getting some recovery with that second wind at the very least, so he's doing okay with that, at least for the time being. Jay trying to find an angle, a much needed angle. Does go for a Stormbolt. Got himself potential, lots of damage. Avatar, everything is available. Poly to follow. That's a lot of cooldowns though. That is a lot of cooldowns into the wind. It's just Avatar? No, it's just Wreck. So he still has Avatar for later. Big damage getting set up by Jay. Hold on, I feel like Envy might not even be able to do much here to respond. I think potentially if Jake has the angle, this could be the downfall of a warrior right now. Does survive the touch of the magic, but there's a lot of damage getting built up into it with a couple of blasts around the corner. Yet another sphere just to make sure he doesn't get that second wind healing. That is not making this easy at all. And he also looks like your bird, your familiar, the Raven, can hit through the wall too. It does lock him down with a Nova on the spear. That is unfortunate. Does have himself a blink, but the spear keeping him in place, making it harder for you to even hit him with an invis to try to see if you can avoid the warrior damage altogether. Charges in, looking for a heal. Second charge available. Avatar is active. This is at least an opportunity for the warrior to finally make a play. Finally get some damage out. He gets a lot of damage out. Finally get it to hit the mage. And it's a ton. I don't know what reflected. Wait, is your familiar still hitting him through the block? No shot, right? No shot, right? Immediate stun. He was ready for it. Blink, ultra. I think you just gotta wait out the ultra and then he can have himself a go. He should know that there's gonna be another blink afterwards. Stormbolt. The ultra is gonna help him recover. It is at least hurt by dampening down. And I imagine Slaughterhouse, right? All the Mortal Strike effects should affect ultra, right? Pretty sure all of them do. Evocation is getting ready for a bit of a go yet again. Got himself touching magic. If only he has himself full power and everything. But those missiles are doing a lot of work all on their own. Building up into the big touch of the Magi. That is going to be a lot of pressure, lots of damage. Especially if you get a couple of blasts in there. Arcane blast from a distance stun. Does himself a slide and seal at the very tail end. Reflect for a moment. Jake got himself their ultra. Just needs a bit more damage. Envy locked down into a Nova. Leap. Try to see if you can go behind the pillar, but okay, this fear might be the end of you. There's not much you can do. Actually, nothing you can do. Slow down. Massive sphere. Line of sight. Nowhere to go. It's just, there's not much. They're adding tournament levels in Legion Remix. Whoa. Arthur, don't spoil it too much for me. You're gonna get me excited again, dude. You see how excited I got earlier? This is gonna go into a YouTube video. People will be like, what the hell? I know I'm here to watch a duel, but Doc keeps talking about Legion Remix, man. I want to watch a duel. I gotta keep my mind on the right stuff, man. This is difficult. Mages are very difficult for warrior. Rest. They're definitely very, very difficult. Not an easy one at all. Very difficult. Kragar, my man. What? That's a tiny little circle he had as a bird. Kragar, one of the best warriors I know, struggles with mages. So honestly, it's gonna be tough no matter who you are. Even if you're one of the best dudes out there, because Kragar I consider is one of the best warriors I know. One of the best for sure. Big damage out for Leo though, take it out of the mage. Certain classes do have it a little bit easier. Leo in particular is one of them. Let's try to make this a proper honor duel here, giving Leo a chance here to recover. Full honorable duel. Look at them two waddling at each other. I love the smog. That looks so sick, dude, with the shoulders to set. Oh, it looks so good. Leo's got definitely one of the best mogs. Plus usually has really good mogs, but he decided to go moggle this time around. Unless this is the mog. I also hate how when you do the bow, because the Natos have a really cool like fist palm bow thing, but they just have one hand with his parasol. It just looks so awkward. So I was thinking, trying to go for a handshake, and then it's just like, okay, nope. You know, or like dap me up and then just leave me hanging. Just left him hanging. Full burst out by Leo. Cloak with a blind by Plush. Still got a rider on him though. With a bit of a reset. He's been subtlety? I didn't realize. How are you? How long will the stream? Crane, I think we'll be calling here in a second, but tomorrow we'll be doing more if you're down. Tomorrow I think we'll be doing more if you're done. I gotta get food. I gotta get work done. I am definitely not behind on my work like that. You know what I mean? You know how it is YouTube. Sounds on a Plush. I think it might just go down. I think it might be lights. Trying to see if he can escape. He got one more advantage, but I think he's still dotted as long as Leo's on top of him. The other guy almost catches him, but a chain of ice from a rider does end up picking it up though. Cheap shot to follow. Trying to see if he can see the pressure into a disarm really quickly. Cheap shot yet again. Evasion to follow. It's got nothing left. I think it's over. I think it's the lights. Yeah, and Leo does take it. Well done, well done. Who's got the most kills? Looks like Leo the end. Well done, boys. Thank you all for coming by. Appreciate ya. Yeah, I think I might just have to call it here, boys. Might just have to call it here. Yeah, great. I think tomorrow we'll do more duels on EU, but I need to get food. I need to get some work done. Yeah. I think we'll call it here. Prayers to Katrikan. Miss that guy. My man. Diablo Tournament, basically. Remix, dude. I need to take a look at it for a second. Oh my god, they have a whole stream of it. Oh, yes, they do have a whole stream. New Mythic Plus. Oh, yeah, baby. Mythic Plus and Region Remix. Oh, thank God. There's no official remix date on it, as the team is still working hard to decide when they'll remix the expansion systems, but they also share juicy tidbits. Wouldn't be cool if Keystones, dude. I don't know with scaling. I think it'll be really fun for players to find new ways to completely break the system. Oh, yeah. Break the system with some busted characters. Yes. Shattered Timeline where everything went worse. Challenge open world. Oh, new open world challenges. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited, dude. Yeah, baby. I'm so excited. Все, не успел. Завтра больше дуэлей. Хорошо, друзья. Tomorrow, be back here, boys. Tomorrow for more 5v5 1v1s. We'll continue the duels tomorrow, yeah? EU, we are still in here. Кобрем, мне нужен кто-то, кто может lead команду. Если хочешь, тебя могу lead. Если будешь на дуэлях. Or Grain, if you want to lead, that'll work too. Either one of you can lead. I need somebody to lead the teams tomorrow. So if you want to be here early and be the lead, that'll help me tremendously. Plush won't be here. Or Rick, if you want to lead too, that'll work. Boys, thank you all so much for coming by. You guys are wonderful, beautiful, fantastic duels. Super fun watching all of ya. I'm gonna go get myself some food, all that good stuff. I should catch you guys tomorrow, alrighty, boys? Alrighty, peace.
can save your alibi. I already know you lied. Oh no, no, don't even try. Watch the flame in me ignite. You didn't wanna walk the plank. But then ready or not it came. Baby, it was dark, it was hard to see. And that's when a spark lit inside of me. Oh, I was lost from reverie. Oh, one day you will see what you made of me, what's inside of me. Oh, one day you will see I found my inner peace. You are release in the dead of night. In the dead of night. Baby, when you feel or die, you know it's an eye for eye. Feel the energy align in the dead of night. 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 And one day you will see what you made of me, what's inside of me. Oh, and one day you will see I found my inner beast, and you watch it release.
Who alive can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a scotch bunny. Don't try study me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blown me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoken into existence, so consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap and I'll be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
fuck up.
Past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling, fighting off a feeling. Cause I just don't wanna come down, don't wanna go back to how I used to be.
beyond infinity and back again. I'm to them.